All right, everybody. Thank you guys for being so patient. For the people waiting for this live to kick up and start, I overestimated the amount of work, or underestimated. Sorry, not underestimated, extremely underestimated the amount of work and time it would take for me to set everything up that I wanted and needed to get done. And I can't thank you guys enough for hanging in there. For those who waited, if those who usually are popping did not see tonight's stream, I am extremely sorry. Whatever. We're on to it. We're moving on. If you've seen the title, if you've seen the thumbnail, tonight's going to be a little tricky. It's going to be a little testament to my knowledge when it comes to Palworld with the 160 hours I put into the game after the 1.0 release. I will be doing my best attempt to draw every single pal from memory. I'm going via their number. So starting from 1 and moving on. All right. So it's gonna be a tricky thing to pull off tonight. I got the music from, or I will have music playing in just a second here for those who can't hear it already, from Game Shops, but I will be attempting to draw pals from Palworld from memory. I'm gonna be doing my best, my darnest, to pull it off. It's gonna be a little, it's definitely gonna be a tricky one. I'm excited though. I'm excited to test it out. I did it once with Pokemon. Ooh, the first 151. And that was extremely difficult. And I gave myself a 5-minute timer, which was overkill. I definitely do not need that much time. We're going to be hitting them out. If they look chopped, they look chopped. I got to live with it. So, with that being said, ooh, I got to move some things over. I just realized some of my windows are in the way. I got everything in front of each other. All right, I will go over this one more time in just a second. I want to make sure that all my P's and Q's are taken care of as far as the streaming is concerned. And I hope everyone has been having a good day, good weekend. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. Ooh, just doing this. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, hold up. There we go. That's what I want. But I'm going to need your guys' help. For those who do tune in and check it out and watch, we'll be drawing. I also should look up. I know it's over 200. I'm not going to be doing any of the variants of pals. I'll just be sticking with the pals that are there, you know? I feel like doing the variants is kind of just doing the same old pals over again. There are some exceptions, I guess you could say, but I feel like I'm still going to leave the variants alone. All right. Boom, hit that. All right. Woo! All right. Yo, Stony, Kiwi. I apologize. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. Today I'm going to challenge myself to jumping in an art stream. We're going to be giving Palworld a little breather, get a little break. But we will be doing our darnest to draw the pals from Palworld from memory. I have 160 hours since the 1.0, or just in total. I have 160. Let me give you the specifics. I have 163 hours in Palworld, period. I started playing when the 1.0 came out. I attempted once to draw all of the original Pokemon from memory, the 151, and now I will be trying and doing my best to draw the Palworld's pals from memory. And then I'm going to let you guys be the judge. Did I slam dunk it? Did I flop? You'll have to let me know. All right. Kiwi or Stony says, I have to apologize. I'm not in the best mood right now. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Stony. Hopefully whatever's bothering you quells, you know? Hopefully it's nothing too serious. But I'm sorry to hear that, man. All right. This took forever to set up. I'm so mad at how long all these things took to set up. But we're here. We're about to get the ball rolling here. We're about to give it a solid attempt. I'm happy to hear you. I'm happy that you're here, though, Stony. Truly am. Whenever I see the name pop in the chat, it does definitely make me in a better mood. I'm always like, there's my boy Stony. All right. I don't know if you guys can hear any music until I press this. Hopefully now you guys can hear some type of music in the background. These will be songs from Game Chops. I've featured it once before via live streaming. They're solid. They never seem to go, steer me wrong when it comes to copyrights and whatnot. So, looking forward to that not being an issue at all. And I will be allowing myself 2 minutes on the clock. So, without further ado, I'll be briefly chatting before or like thinking them through when I'm seeing them on there. I know number one's Lamball. I got to do my best to remember exactly what Lamball looks like. And then I'll have a little way to showcase what it looks like compared to mine. At least it's the headshots. I'm pulling from a website. I try to do the best way to like crop it, to hide it to where I can't see it, and then like reveal it after the 2 minutes are up. Lucas, how's it going? Tonight we will be drawing. I'm giving Palworld a little minor break. We'll be, back and forth, in and out of the game. But for tonight, giving it a breather. Going to be trying to do my best to draw the pals from Palworld from memory. I know it's over 200 pals. And I think that's not regarding their... Adam is inspired. That is true, right? Absolutely. When I get it all here. But here we go. My attempt to draw the over 200 Palworld's pals from memory with 2 minutes on the clock for each one. We're starting off with Lamball. We'll do a reveal once it's there. But without further ado, I'm going to make sure that my pen is working. You guys can see what is happening on the screen. All right, cool. Awesome, excellent. Gonna up that just a little bit. I'm just gonna be doing the outlines. I'm not gonna be doing all the coloring and everything. But I will be doing my best to capture these pals' true essence in 2 minutes, all right? Yeah, all right. So with 2 minutes on the clock, starting, this is the very beginning. We're going by number. So, and we're excluding the Terraria ones. We're just doing the base game ones, all right? So without further ado, 2 minutes on the clock, we will be attempting to draw a Lamball. Let's go. All right. I should have probably put a little more thought into this before starting the clock. I do remember, very fluffy, right? I got to remember to draw kind of big here because I want to make sure everyone can see this thing. We got fluff. That, we got the wool. It's a big woolly ball, but it's got like, I want to say horns, but like little, maybe cone type of horns, right? Ooh, that's the wrong button there. Okay, that's the scroll. All right. Here we go. Something like this. It's got a little area where you can see its face. Oof. All right, I gotta stop. I gotta just commit. Gotta commit. It's got little beady eyes. Ooh, I don't remember if it's got a nose or not. Oh, that's gonna kill me. All right, let's give it little stub arms, little stub legs. I'm gonna say it's... Ooh, that doesn't look right, though. Doesn't it have, like... Ooh, you know what? Maybe I'm over-delivering on the gap inside of its fluff there. Ooh, give me a second. Got 50 seconds. I gotta commit to something here. I'm gonna get rid of this part. I think it's more... I remember it being like there was like something like in its chest area. I can't say I remember exactly, but something like this maybe. Maybe it's got like little gems. This seems kind of right. The nose is gonna kill me, but I think something like that. Does it have eyebrows? I don't know. Does it have angry eyebrows? I don't think it has eyebrows, but I'm gonna do these little dots just in case. And then I'm gonna kind of clean this up with the last 10 seconds I have here on the clock. Just to get rid of some of these gaps in the... Yeah. These are the cone thingies in its head. Yeah, there we go. That's it. Right there. There it is. Lambo. Needs the smile. I totally did forget a smile on there, huh? Dismiss the timer. All right. The big reveal. How did I do? Let me know how I did, guys, in the chat. Let me know. Give me a score out of, like, maybe out of 5. You could be harsh. Was it good? Was that? Boom. I was right on there being ornaments on the chest. All right. Oh, it has ears, not just cones. Okay. No eyebrows. A very tiny nose. Okay. I'm not. This is all copyright-free music right here. I've done it. I've used 3.5 out of 5. I like it. Thank you, Double Boost. Give it a 4. Thank you, Kiwi. All right. Not bad. Not that bad for the first one, right? We're gonna get a new layer, and then we're gonna switch up the. I'm gonna hide that so I can't see it. We're gonna scroll to the next. There we go. Cativa number 2. Forgot the Giga Chad on the sheep. Yeah, you got the big old chin, right? I'll give it a 4.3. Hey, William, I appreciate it. Thank you. All humans win. I should draw all the humans. You're right. Maybe that'll be saved for another stream. All right. But as for right now, we're going to move on to the next one with Cativa. I'm going to reset the timer. It's going negative. Whoa. All right. Before I go with Cativa, I got to remember what he looks like. This one I feel like I'm gonna screw up with. I have 160 hours in the game, and I feel like there's so many pals I don't recollect very well. So, draw wannabe depression. the wannabe depresso guy. That'd be hilarious. All right, maybe another time. But we got to stick with the plan. The plan is just to draw all of the pals from Palworld from memory. I got a 180 and don't even have all the pals, right? Dude, there's pals I'm for sure haven't seen. The raid ones I haven't seen, like, fully. I haven't even attempted them. And then there was, like, a couple of people have brought up that I'm like, I don't even know if you're lying to me or if it's real or not. You low-key look like a sketch of Kurt Cobain. Hopefully before the incident, right? Be such a rude way to say something to someone. Compliment, right? You look like Kurt Cobain after the blast. Damn. Yes. I'm not going to do the variants. I'll skip out on the variants because they're more so the same design, right? With that being said, we're going to Cativa right now. This one I'm going to screw up on hard, I think. This one, for some reason, I can't picture it properly, but we got 2 minutes on the clock. Cativa, here we go. For me, I remember... Man... It's got like these whisker things, right? I think it's got like thick whiskers on its face. I'm just gonna go off the round parts of its face. Nose. Now this is the part I'm gonna screw up, is the hair, because it has something going on. It has. I don't know if it's swirls or like spikes. Maybe like spikes. Oh, I think I just chopped this up. Then the eyes, for sure. I don't remember exactly what the eyes look like. We're just gonna kind of do something like this. This one I feel like has eyebrows though. Maybe maybe it does have the teeth. I don't remember it has any visible teeth. Then the body, it's kind of like, I'm gonna say kind of stubby, but not really. Just enough, right? Oh my goodness. Man, Cativa looking rough, dude. This definitely, I'm gonna get cooked when I see Cativa. This is not good. Let's just have an arm in the air so we can get the tail a better look, right? Oh, it's not good. Does it have anything? I feel like it has maybe some other things going on. Oh, these eyes. Oops, I didn't mean to back away from that money or undo that much. This is Cativa's drunk uncle. You have no idea the pal that just captured me and forced me to do labor. Oh, damn, I didn't even get to finish. I didn't even think I was close to the 2-minute timer. Cooked. Well, let's dismiss that. You think that's close? Oh, man. Yo, Fig, how's it going? Oh, yeah, if that matters, I finally beat the final boss today. Hey, congrats, Lucas. All right, let's see. We're going to reveal it. Here we go. Boom. Had circle eyes. Ah, okay. It had more of like a swish. Ooh, the whiskers kind of look like more like butterfly wings, if anything. Ah, I wish I would have found a better website to like hide the name and silhouette, or like at least picture of it, because I would like to get the full picture. I'm only getting like their headshots, but that's still kind of good to kind of go off of. But yeah, no, I definitely made his head too fat. Oh, that's the drunk uncle for sure, right? Oh, don't worry, Champas. My challenge tonight is to draw all the pals from memory. You know, I guess I should put that on. I don't know if it's visible on there. Here, 1 second. Let me just quickly... All right. Add. Ooh. Yeah, hopefully you guys see it. Drawing Palworld pals from memory. I'm going by number. We just got to 2. That was Cativa. I can make them even a little bit bigger here. What do you guys give this one out of a 5, though? Out of 5, what do you guys think? Try screenshotting it to the full body from game and then editing it in. Wait, try screenshotting it in the full body from game and then edit it in and zoom in. What do you mean by that? Like, use the... I mean, like, I could do that... Here, hold up. I guess I could also just look it up on a separate one and then drag the screen over. Cativa after finishing them. Hold up. All right. Then I could just drag this over the... Oh, I got to shrink it down just a little bit. All right. I wonder if that's maybe might be good enough. Hold up. Why aren't you... Oh, I don't want to do that. Hold up. Hopefully... Oof. I wonder if I can... I feel like it's still kind of rough to, like, pull that off properly with how the websites work and whatnot. I'm trying to, like, shrink it down some more, but it really doesn't want to do it. I'm not too worried about it. I guess I'll just take the L on that one. I'll have to figure it out better maybe next time. Can you use Mamorest? My favorite. Well, what number is Mamorest? Because if you just wait till that's I'll be doing them all, as many as I can. But we guys gotta give me no. Kiwi said 3 out of 5. I appreciate it. Fig said 4.5 out of 5. I appreciate it. I feel like that's way too kind. The black metal band Oligok. I have no idea. All right, the next one is... Oh, man, I can't even... How can I get the name to line up just right? Wow. Hold up. Not 4. We want 3. Really? Fucking thing. Damn it, I'm gonna have to like actually see it because this website's being a punk right now. Or can I make it bigger right there? There we go. Chickapee, number 3. Can I ask to draw a character or not? Tonight, I'm just going to be doing the Palworld Pals. Unfortunately. I'll do another drawing stream for sure where I'll take requests and whatnot. 87, so I got to make sure I get with the program and to bang these things out properly. Give me a moment and I'll put the timer. I'll start the timer. If I don't get it tonight, I'll get to it tomorrow. I'll do this until I've done them all. But I gotta really figure out a better way of getting these into rotation and hitting them out. Next one, but still kind of giving it a moment to sink in and appreciate it, you know? All right, where's my cursor? Okay, there we go. Chickapee, number 3. We will be starting the timer on the clock. This one I feel like is kind of straightforward, but I feel like there's areas where I'm gonna fumble. But let's just see. It's a ball with 2 legs, right? If anything, it might have a little tail at the end. I'm trying to think, it might just have the basic little bird legs here. I don't even know if it's these type of toes, but I feel like that's not a bad way to go about it. Man, maybe, oof. I feel like it has like the longer eyes, but they're blank, right? I feel like maybe I'm putting the eyes too far apart. And then it's got this and just a little bit of bulge for like the wings, right? Off on the side. Boom. I feel like that's Chickapee right here. If anything, what I would change up or what I would add to this, I think, for the Chickapee would just to be like darken out the eyes. Get that little, I think they're almost all black if I can remember properly here. Boom. Chickapee. Well, let me also, since I got 30 seconds on the clock, boom, 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 get rid of these parts. Yeah. That's looking like a pal right there. That goo looking critter. What? All right. We're going to see. Once we got 5 seconds, I'm just going to let the clock run. I feel pretty confident about this. Boom, resetting the clock. Let's take a look at what Chickapee looks like. Oh, it's got some gibble down there, huh? Got its little gullet. I forgot that part. And the eyes are a little more scary. That should be the rework of Chickapee. Yeah, you know, I think I definitely could have done better there. But that's all right. I'm still happy with the design I got on there, you know? What do you guys rate that one? You gotta let me know. WL. All right. With that being said, we're gonna keep the ball moving and we're gonna keep on going. The next one is, oh my goodness. Why does it do this to me? Why? Oh, I can see the other one. Oh no, it's cheating. My bad, guys. I forgot to cover that before moving. What the? All right. I'm just going to have to leave it. I'm so tired of playing tug of war with this damn thing. Actually, I wonder if can I re-shrink this? Is that gonna, that's kind of better? So. He said it's a 10. Appreciate it, Lucas. All right. Lith Monk. Now, this one I did have with my hardcore playthrough is the most I ever saw of it. Looks like a squirrel. It's got some gem on its head. I kind of did get a little glimpse of it down there, so I feel like that's kind of a little cheap, but I'm not going to be able to capture its essence. I already forgot it, mainly everything it looked like, you know? I am noticing something here right quick, though. TikTok chat. I need this to go down just a smidge. I need this to scrunch. All right. Here we go. 2 minutes. Lift Monk. Here we go. Whoa. I'm erasing, not drawing. All right, here we go. You know what? Yep, I'm already chopped on this one. I just know it looks angrier. It's got a gem on its head. I don't remember what the ears look like. Something like this, maybe? Nope. Oof. Oof. Cooked. You know what? I kind of like this, even though I don't think that's what it looks like. Does it have hair on its, like, head part? Oof, that looks... You know what? We're going to leave it blank. We're going to leave him looking angry, though. Maybe something like this. I got a minute. I got to hurry up. Oh, man, I'm totally cooked here. I was trying to think of where to put the tail. I know he's got like a squirrel-like tail. We're just going to give him a squirrel-like tail. Make it swirly. Oh, yeah, this Lift Monk is super cooked. Maybe do some small whiskers on the side. Man, ooh, some add up some here and some here. I still got time. Let's see, maybe some more. He looks very menacing. It's like a gem on his head. Does he have other eyebrows, though? We're just going to assume he does. Like maybe small ones. Lift Monk's hangry. He's a big boy. This was one that was bred with the lunker. Lunker and heavyweight and every other defense ability. Cheater, Cheetos, eater. Ooh. Cheetos. All right. Well, let's take a look at how I did. Scroll back up. Can we reveal? Oh, it looks so much more happier and life is good. Life is good for that Lift Monk. I remember it being angry. But I think that's only when you enact its ability. The gem is not a square or a diamond shape. It has more like an upside down teardrop. The ears are like leaves. And it doesn't have whiskers. Or if you want to count those as whiskers, maybe just some like side leaf action there. But it does have the big tail. But I think it's curling in the opposite direction as well. Yeah, I do not think I did too well on that one. Yeah, I'm going to take the L on that one. All right. On to the next one. Oh, no. It's the Fweck. There we go. Fweck. All right. I got to harness my true fisherman here and be able to pull off Fweck. 2 minutes on the clock. Let's go. All right. I remember Fweck has... I'm gonna just do kind of like the body part first. I remember it having a very big head compared to its body. And it has like fluff, or like it's fluffy feathers at its neckline, but it's also got tiny body. Maybe some tiny feet. I don't know why, but I'm picturing a beaver tail. Quacks have beaver tails? Did I not ever think about that? Just gonna do a big old... Hey, you know what? That's a good bill. That's a good bill right there. Now, Fwax, for some reason, once again, I don't know, maybe that's just how I've gone about these pals, but I've always remembered seeing Fwax looking angry. They have like these ear things too. And like extra fluff on the side as well. Yeah. I'm just gonna add extra on the top too. I'm not 100% confident on that, but it feels good. It feels right. He's got like the bed head, and I don't know what. Remember, he's got like it does seem like a fluffy head, but I don't know how the ears go here. Or if there even are ears, if they're just more or less just feathers that are really just like aiming off the side. Maybe they're lower down, not as high up, but I'm going to leave them high up. This feels good. Aside from this, I got 10 seconds. I'm just going to erase some of this stuff. Make sure that bill is present and it can be seen. You know what? Not mad about this at all. This looks good. I'm just going to finish erasing those parts. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Whack. You know what? I'm actually genuinely feeling good about this one. So this was Whack. Without looking. And let's see Thwack. You know what? That's not bad. I do need to... Okay, so it is... They are weird ears, though. I think I overdid it with his head, though. A little overkill. Uh-oh. The F word, pal. Yeah, that's true. He's got that presence. He's got that thwacking presence, man. Alright. I'm going to... I gotta actually look up what Thwack looks like with its body. Did it have a tail? Was I right on that part? Did he have like a beaver-like tail? Yes, he does. Okay. You know what? The rest of the body, I would say this is actually not bad. After looking at it. Yours looks too pissed. Yeah, I think I definitely overdid it. Overdid the anger. I let it flow through him. This one was the, not the runt. Yeah, I guess the runt of the litter when it came to his body, but not to his head. All right. Next on the list is... Oh, yeah, it would be Thwack Ignis. I'm going to be skipping out on the variants because it's going to be, again, more or less the same thing. But next is... Who's the next on the list? Oh, Vixie. Oh, my goodness. I forgot about this, pal, even existing. Oh, this is going to be a rough one. Why can't I get it to... Can I get you to stay still? I feel like if next time I do this, I might just write up all the names so I can like just scroll through it easier, because this is ridiculous. I shouldn't be playing tug of war with these names. All right, next is Vixie. From what I remember, this is the one. I think I'm remembering it right. I hope I'm right. This is the one that's more like the Eevee, right? Kind of like that first look of Eevee, but if Eevee was super fluffy. From what I remember. So we're just going to go ahead and start it out. 2 minutes on the clock. Super fluffy Eevee. But then again, I'd be chopped to even remember how Eevee even looked. So I'm just going to think my best way to draw Eevee, but super fluffy. In every aspect. Just gonna do a tiny head, little mouth. Oh, okay. Ears like this, maybe. Oof. No. Actually, I feel like I'm making a little lion. Wait. I was gonna add, well, I was gonna say I was gonna just keep on doing fluff, but it was gonna end up looking like a sheep, so I don't know about that. Oh man, I don't remember the way this pal looked like. I'm cooked on this one. Fluffy Eevee, Fluffy Eevee, think Fluffy Eevee. This is, I feel like this looks cooler than the pal. Probably could have made it bigger too. All right. I just remember it being a lot of fur, a lot of hair. I mean, like it had something with its eyes. It's time. 2 minutes. Mine looks scarred right here. All right, let's reveal what Vixie looks like. Dude, I barely remember this. Oh my goodness, it is off. All right, it has floppy, wait, not floppy ears. That's almost looks like it has 2 different ears. Its eyes are a lot cooler. Nose is elongated to an extent. Yeah, no, I totally got owned on that one. I just couldn't think of it in my head. That was a rough one. All right, covering it back up. What's the next pal? Hopefully I can remember what that one looks like. Celery. I think I got that one. I think I should be okay with that one. But I feel like I'm going to screw up when it comes to remembering how the ass end of that pal looks. Actually, I feel like I'll just get the shape right, more or less. I don't think I'm going to get the face right. But there's only one way to find out, and that's by just doing it. And that's what we're going to do here. Just do it. All right. I'm going to make sure I make these bigger. Give myself a little more room to kind of just... Oof. All right, right. This... Actually, that wasn't bad. I kind of like that. Going off screen a little bit. Maybe I made it too big. Oh man, I can't be stuck on these arms or these wing things, these wing-a-dings. See, this is the part I messed up on, is I don't remember if it has like this weird tail or not, but I'm gonna assume it does. Let's see, what's that kind of... It has not angry eyes, it has more like friendly eyes. Let's do... That looked depressing as hell. Alright. Oh no, I kind of want to stay with this though. Does it have gills on the side? Oh god. This thing looks like it's asking for someone to end its misery. Yeah, it's got this like nose front part. Oh man, that's not good. Does it have little feet? I don't know. We're gonna add them. Oh no. I have 16 seconds and I can't remember if the eyes are something more like this, but I was like, I don't know how I can do this without them looking too angry. But I want to say the eyes look something more like those than those, but I'm just gonna... Yeah. No, we'll leave it. I'm just gonna, yeah, take that out right there. Like I said, I felt the shape was gonna be the thing I could nail down at least. Let's find out how bad I did. Did I even get the shape? Answer. Holy moly, I was wrong about almost everything. Hey, it did have legs, though. It has an antenna. Or, like, ears. Big ears. And, and the eyes are way different. They're even different from what I was assuming. Hey, it's part of the process. I'm going to take some L's. I knew I was, but damn. That's might be the worst one so far. I do think that is the worst one so far. All right, can we go to the next one? Next one will be not Celery Lux. We're skipping out on variants. Can we please get the thing to chill out? Hold up. What the? I don't know what this pal is. Not that one. Oh, come on. This is Cremis. I don't remember what Cremis even is. Dude, nope, not herbal. There we go. Man. I'm trying to even think of what Cremis is. I don't know what Cremis is at all. It's a normal type. I can see that. Normal type Cremis. GG's, yeah. Oh, man, I'm cooked. All right. I'm even trying to think of like a pal I could substitute, but I don't want to have to do that. That means I would know that it's not the pal. I don't know what Cremis is. 160 hours plus, and I'm sure if I saw it, I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah. All right, whatever. 2 minutes on the clock. I'm just gonna start BSing, I guess. I don't know what to draw here. Ironically, I think you already drew Cremis or tried to. Already tried to draw Cremis. Bro, you beat the game. How do you not know? I don't know. I never used Cremis. All right, if I already drew Cremis, I got a minute on the clock. I already tried to draw it. We're gonna do eyes. It's gonna have eyes, right? There we go. That's Cremis. A ball shape. If I drew it, I'm just trying to generalize all the things I've kind of drawn so far. Ears. No. Ears. Ears. Ugh, that doesn't look like a... I think the ball is maybe a smaller ball. I'm going to generalize. I'm going to draw what I think Cremis is, okay? What I think a Cremis would be based off of its normal abilities. Let's give it some fluff. I feel like all these pals that are normal type have some type of fluff going on. It looks like almost like a Pikachu that's just fluffy. All right. And it's going to have a fluffy tail. And no fluffy eyebrows, but maybe some fluff on the side. Some fluff in the ears, maybe some fluff on the head. No. Maybe some fluff behind the head. There we go. That's Cremis. That's Cremis. I don't know what Cremis is. I don't remember. I appreciate the hint, Stoney, but damn, I do definitely not remember Cremis at all. So let's hit that reveal and see what we have. That's a fluffy Eevee. That's what? Why did I? So I was thinking about this thing when drawing Vixie. Nowhere near Cremis. Hey, I'm just ahead of Palworld here. This is what Cremis actually evolved into. Or evolved from. Can you do Smeargle? Is that a Palworld pal? Which one's Smeargle? I don't even remember. I'm doing them by number, so we're at number 8. I'm doing them all blind by number, doing the best I can from memory. I don't remember Cremis. I have 160 hours, but I don't remember Cremis. And I gave Cremis, I guess I do remember Cremis. It's just I thought Cremis was Vixie. I guess I need to relook at Vixie's full design, because yeah, I called Vixie the fluffy Eevee, but Cremis is the fluffy Eevee. All right. Next on the docket, then. The next one is one I hope I get right. I liked Crojiro. Crojiro early on was definitely one of my more favorite pals. As far as his design goes. Oh, stupid website. I feel like constantly zoom in and out to get things to work right for it to grab the name. There we go. Smeargle is a Pokemon. Oh, that's what I thought. Oh, the art one, right? Smeargle, right? Yeah, I'm just doing pals tonight. Doing pals, but I'm drawing them blind. I'm sorry, no Smeargle. Alright. Crojiro is a fun one. I just hope that I can get it right. And so with that being said, 2 minutes on the clock. Nice pal. Thank you. Here we go. 2 minutes on the clock. Crojiro. He had a pretty interesting lure thing too. He's also a big ball, more or less. I don't remember how his legs look, but I know he's wearing a karate gi. Put his arms through there. Let's see. I know his eyes kind of come out to the sides a little bit here. And he's got a big mouth. Ooh, the eyes though. I don't know if I remember how his eyes look. We're going to kind of go with these ones. I feel like they're not right. Yeah, honestly, I'm not too upset about this. This doesn't look too bad. At least I don't think it does. I don't think it will. I feel comfortable with this. I don't know if his clothes actually stick out to any degree. But let's get this erasing part in. Erase some of this stuff on the side. There we go. Yeah, just doing the rest of that karate gi. Alright. This moose, you gotta draw a jawline. Let's take a look of how Crojiro actually looks. Where's my button? Here's my button. Oh, he's got more of a schnoz on him than I was giving him credit for. And he's got the cool slits. How did I dog him? Damn. I genuinely thought I was kind of close. Yeah. Well, you know what? I still like the way he looks. Maybe a nice jawline would have been good, right? Right. Next on the list is not Crojiro Noct, because I'm not doing those. Let's go back up a little bit. Okay, another one I used mainly when I first played through the hardcore mode, and that's Herbal to Gerbil. And Herbal, I feel like I've gotten a decent look at. I'm going to definitely probably screw up his design because I'm not 100% sure. All I can think of is when he's doing the slamming on somebody's chest to like revive them. So that's a jet dragon. Well, ooh, I gotta put timer on the clock here. We're gonna go for it though. Blindly drawing the next one. Yeah, thank you, Dank McNasty. I'm gonna do my best to. The drawing version looks more like anger from Inside Out. You know what? It kind of did. It absolutely did. He lacks the alpha jawline. 2 out of 5. Thank you, Kiwi. All right. Next one is Herbal. So we're going to do some Herbal. Not the drug, if there was ever a drug, but I made it sound like it was a drug. Herbal is definitely not a drug that I'm aware of. But let's go. Herbal, 2 minutes on the clock. Here we go. All right, this one is a small pal, but we're going to draw it kind of bigger. He's got, like, bigger arms. Because that's what he be smacking people in the chest to, like, revive them. So I'm going to kind of give him some clunky arms. He's got, oh, you know, he's got those arms that lead into, like, the body. Do this, but then we're going to give him, like, gummy bear legs. And then I know his... Oof, this is where I think I'm going to be. He's got like a weird beard thing, if I remember right. Bigger ears, something like that. He could have some fluff on the top. But the other thing I can remember with him is his face is a little more scrunched in. And he's like, oh! Oh no! You died! There you go. He's got one tooth. Oh no, I gotta revive you. Alright. You know, oof. I'm messing up with the eyes too long. Dang it. I feel like he's missing something on his eyes. I feel like everything I've just added got worse and worse for this. He's got big ears, right? He's got maybe some cheeks. I don't know if he's got like a design on his chest. Let's just give him a circle. Some fingers. Well, that looks like a poop, but we'll do a little fur tail. Boom. I beat Zoe on hard with my bow team. Hey, good job. All right. Good job, Champas. Oh no, this one's bad. Here we go. We're gonna see it. He has eyebrows. He's got a leaf on his head. I did remember something on the cheeks. For some reason, I thought they stuck out a lot further than that. Oh. I kind of still like my shocked drawing one, you know? He's gone through a lot. He's seen a lot. He's been through some tough times. All right. Herbal. Next on the list, T-Fant. I'm cooked on this one. I barely remember what T-Fant looks like. And this stupid website wants me to zoom in, I think, to get the name. There we go. It's a good thing I'm not coloring these, because I think I would have absolutely bumbled the colors too. We're on T-Fant. And we're gonna let this one rip. Alright? We're gonna find out in just a second. Now for T-Fant, you gotta draw the jawline. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Let's go. Alright, T-Fant. A lot of these starter ones, they had a reoccurring theme of they've got to be ball shape, right? T-Fant, you know, that's a good trunk. They gotta be a ball shape and their eyes have to be balls. Their eyes have to be balls. Pokeballs. Something like that. Something like that. It's got these little nubs. I don't remember if the tail has something on it. There's something up here. I don't remember what it is. Is it just a big... Hey, that actually looked pretty good. I don't know. Like a hair piece. There we go. That kind of looks good. You know what? I feel like I did pretty good with this one. There's no way this is wrong. Except for the jawline. I got you. Hold up. Hold up. Let me get the jawline in there. Oh, that looks not good. Maybe just leave it. He mogs. There you go. There's the jawline for T-Fant right there. There we go. Boom. Jawline included this time, just for you, Lucas. I feel like I did T-Fan pretty good there. Let's see what T-Fan actually looks like with a ba-boom. You know what? It's a tiny little... Is that hair or is that water droplet or something? It's got something on the back. I thought it was something that went from the top to the... You know what? Mine was the upgrade. Yeah. He said 10 out of 10 screenshotted. I'm happy I could do that for you, Lucas. All right. You know what? I'm happy with that one. T-Fan. Gotta stop this timer. All right. Next up is... Oh, no. Gumos. No. Back it up. There we go. All right. So Gumos, from what I remember, is basically Ditto with a grass-type Ditto. Champa said, yeah, it took all of 5 minutes, but I did it. Hey, you should be proud of yourself, Champas. Those hard fights do get crazy. I still want to be able to see how far I can get, or like if I could finish, because I got all the way up till Marcus. And so far, the hardest one was the Ozurk one. That one was tough, because Ozurk just moves faster, and he just hits harder. And his moves were a lot harder to telegraph. But Gumos, basically grass-type Ditto. So we're going to do our best to capture, in essence, a grass-type Ditto for Gumos, from what I can remember. 2 minutes on the clock, let's go. All right, so he's goopy. He's Goopy Gumos. He's a goopy goofer. I don't think he's got arms, though, but he might have some extra sludge on the side. We're going to have his sludge kind of lifting up. He's got like an acorn shell or something on his head, right? I don't know how to capture that properly. I do got to do it to where it cuts off the visibility of the top of that sludge there, making it look more like a hat of some sort. I also don't remember, is it just straight up, there's like a leaf up top here? I feel like that's the other thing that just kind of just exists with Gumos' design here. I also think I made it way too big. I'm not going to go backwards, but I'll shrink them down and bring them down. There you go. You know what? Just add some of that sludge in the back. You little sapling, right? There we go. I return. Are we feeling swag tonight? We absolutely are. Juliana. The most swag. What do we got? 10 seconds? His eyes are a little more like, he's only got like the little shine on the side, right? Something like that. Yeah, it's Gumos right there. Everybody, me and my friends all know that that's what Gumos looks like. Let's take a look what he actually looks like. I forgot a tongue. Come on. And the leaf is at the top part, not in front. And he does have arms. I don't know why I didn't imagine him having arms. Not bad, though. I more or less captured the essence. All right. Next one is... Oh, I'm cooked with this one. Pupperina. Pupperia. OMG. Can we go... Hold up. I gotta... There we go. Pupperia. For Flamio, you gotta draw the jawline. Barely fitting the page since he's the homie. Yeah, absolutely. You right. You right. You absolutely right. All right. This is not Pupperia, but we'll be starting to draw Pupperia next. 2 minutes on the clock. Here we go. Man, oh man. I cannot remember for the life of me what this dog looks like, but I know it's a dog. That's the, the benefit is I can kind of somewhat imagine it in my head. A little bit. It's got that little rough hair in the between. It's got these big old ears. This is like the gruffy of this one for some reason. If there's any pal that I also can think of that would have a jawline, I feel like it would be Pupperia. Just because it's like got that more fierce, stout look to it, you know? It's going to add some of this more fluff around the neck. They really love that. I'm pretty sure he's got to have it, right? That's not just to Palworld. I feel like that's Pokemon design general choice as well. When it comes to four-legged creatures, they're like, add some fluff around that neck and call it a day. Add a little butt chin. Yeah. Yeah, this one's fierce. This one's fierce. But it's also tiny. It's like, huh? You want to do more attack with your melee weapons? I got you. Got you. There we go. Boom. I think you should hear other people say Pupperia. Pupperia? Do they say Pupperia? Pupperina? Pupperia. Pupperai? 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 I guess it's not right? So I'm gonna be the one battling with Pupperai. Pupperai? Oh, Samurai Pupperai. You're right. It is. It does have like a play on that battle type, right? I was reading it as IA instead of AI. So you're right, Stony. Pupperai. Yeah. It's more like Samurai Pupperai. That one, in Palworld it might be Pupperai. But right here, this picture, that's Pupperia. You don't get it twisted. No, you're absolutely right. I'm going to get the names wrong. This is what I'm saying. They need a Palworld anime so I can hear all the names and get the names proper, Give me the phonetics. Give me the ebonics of all these names, Yes, let's see it. Boom. That looks just like it. I'm just joking. I missed the little hair it has. And it does have fluff, but it's more of like just one big fluff around the neck, huh? Yeah. My Pupperia has to chill, man. Pupperai, you need to put Pupperia down. All right, well. I mean, I always say samurai as Samuria. Next. Clovey! I barely remember what this thing looks like, except for it floats in the air and is a big cotton ball. But it's grass. And apparently normal, too. Let's hit it off. Clovey! I feel like I'm going to get everything wrong about this thing. We're just going to make this a big old... All I kept on thinking when I saw this thing was cauliflower. Does it have... You know what? Let's give it some... Let's give it some little leaf hair. Give it some high arms, I guess. It's floating. I think it has arms. I don't know if the arms were high or low. But we're gonna go with high. The face. I don't remember what Clovey's face looks like. But this looks good to me. You know what? Maybe it has like a leaf. It's got a leaf bow tie. It's doing the whole grabbing a bunch of grocery bags all at one time instead of just making it in one trip. It's got your grocery bags, dog. It's not leaving any of them behind either. This is the pal that you take to the grocery stores and you don't have to worry about doing more than one trip from your car. He's got it. And he doesn't even struggle. No, not even sweating. No sweat detected. You know what? We're leaving it. I think that's perfect. I think that's exactly what Clovey looks like. All right, minus the bow tie. We'll get rid of the bow tie. He doesn't need to look proper to be doing the right thing. Add a little more of that cauliflower look, though. Right there. Sorry. All right. Dismiss. What does Clovey look like? Boom! Clovey's got... Hey, okay. I did remember big, like, grass, but it's like 2 hearts instead. Those are the ears. It's got tiny arms. It doesn't have big arms. Wait, are those the things that have been dragging behind it the whole time? All right. I'm going to take a look at what Clovey looks like legitly. Those indeed are ears that are floating behind it whenever I'm, like, seeing them flying around. Okay, well. They were not arms. This is what Clovey wishes it could be. The eyes, though, the eyes and mouth, surprisingly kind of close. Except for it has more, it's not fluffy, it's like droopy hair, but it's just in a ball shape. It doesn't have like that, I was picturing it being like wool looking. Interesting. Next up on the docket, Joltog. I feel like this is very simple, but I also feel like I'm going to absolutely get this wrong. 2 minutes on the clock. Let's go. Joltog. I feel like you got this you got the schnauzer. We're just going to put a little ball on there. I think it's got a ball nose. It's got like a almost torpedo-esque type body with the little stubby legs down below. And then it's maybe got some little tiny ears. Got the eyeballs. You probably can't see that one really well. We'll leave that eye alone because you're not going to see it. He's angry because people are just chucking him. And then he's just a big old lightning bolt. I wonder if his tail goes into that lightning bolt. Look. We'll just say it does. Boom. Boom. The bolt goes behind the body, though, like that. Yeah, something like that. Honestly, cooked it. This is exactly what Jolt Hog looks like. He's not happy about being thrown. Boom. I guess if anything, what I could have done here, what I still have time to do, is make the nose look a little better. Boop. Make sure this is there. This is there. I'm just going to submit it. Look at that. Finished several seconds early. Boom. Jolt Hog. Let's take a look at the actual. Oh, he's got round ears. He's happy. That's impossible. He's got a lot more spikes than I thought. Not bad, though. Not bad. All right. Now on to the next. Yeah, we're not doing variants. No Jolt Hog. Chris. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Depresso. I swear. This website. Please. There we go. All right. I can't botch Depresso. I've been rocking the head the whole time. Do I remember what it looks like? Oh, we'll find out. Time for the wannabe Depresso. This is, yeah, this, if anything, was going to turn out to be what the wannabe Depresso looks like. All right. Ooh, I didn't start a new layer, but it's okay. All right. Depresso. He's got the ears. We got the big old head. With another ear. They're droopy ears. Yes. It's got like, this is more like going backwards. Boom, boom. Does he have this? Ooh, I don't remember if he has these things on. I think he does. I think he's got something else here, right? This seems right. All right. I think he's got like that type of tail. He's got some like tail that has some sections or something. You know what? That's what I can remember. There's the wannabe Depresso to the best of my knowledge. I hope I did not screw it up. I feel like I did pretty good here. All right, done. Let's see how I did. Open it up. No nose. Why did I think he had a nose? And the eyes are they're a lot more spread out. I was right on the side things though. I really hate that pictures are of their head. I'm looking up at Depresso right now so I can see his full body. You know what? Not bad. He doesn't have a circle belly. I'm too big on the circle belly. Teddy bears ruined me. That's all. The only thing I can think anything has nowadays is that circle belly, you know? Opened up circle belly. That's not how it is all the time. Damn. All right. Rip. Next on the docket is Pengullet. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm not gonna get Pengullet right. I feel like Pengullet's gonna suffer from the how do I put it? The same thing I got with the Chickapee. I think I'm gonna simplify it too much and it's not gonna carry over well. Here we go. Time to draw. 2 minutes on the clock. Let's go. Pengullet. It's, you know what? I wasn't sure, but I'm happy I committed to that. I'm happy I'm sticking with this commitment of bodily shape. Let's just pretend his feet are looking dumb like that. Little arms on the side. So now the way I'm imagining it is kind of like a derpy face, but he's got the eyes on the side. I think he's got like a little thing going on here. Does he have? He might have like these little wing-a-ding feathers off on the side. Once again, I kind of feel like this is it. I don't know what else to add. I don't remember what his body... Does he have one of these things? Him, if anything, I feel like would have that whole teddy bear chest section, but I feel like they didn't do that. I don't think he has eyebrows. Yeah, I feel like I simplified it way too much. I just did with like, I was like, hey, you know, what does a pal of a penguin look like? I'm kind of just going to stick with this design. I'm just going to erase this right here, kind of clean it up a little bit. But I feel like I'm just going to stick with this and be wrong because ain't no way I'm on the nose here. Here we go. You know what's crazy is I feel like, okay, he does have the teddy bear thing going on here, but he's also got, it's further down. He's got this little red gem. I don't remember that. And he's got like just one little hair thing sticking up. Yeah, I feel like I simplified it, but it was simplified. It is a very simple design. All right, is what it is. We're on to the next. Okay, we're not doing the Lux version, but we're doing Pen King. But that's Pen King Lux. There we go. Pen King. 2 minutes on the clock. Oops, I already started it, but let's go. I'll cover that up. We're going. Oh boy, I shouldn't have started this. I don't remember exactly. He's wearing like a... Is he the one that... He's got like a pirate hat of some sort? I just remember he's big, right? He might look a lot like the penguin, but he's also... I remember him just being super fluffy too. He's a big boy. You know what comes to mind when I'm thinking of him right now? Even though I probably couldn't draw that guy from memory either, but King DDD. I'm just drawing these big feet. I don't know why. I feel like he's got them big feet. And he's got a beard? Is it beard? He's got like a bubble beard. I'm just going to give him these big old bubbles. I don't remember if he does or not. I want to say I feel like at this, but does he also have a crown? Is it the top of this part? I'm totally screwing this design up. Maybe. He's got his face coming from underneath the little pirate hat thing I got going on. Oh, this one's rough. Meh. There you go. We got big feet. He's got a bubble beard, big arms, big hat, crown on his hat. I don't know why I'm thinking of a crown. Maybe it's done in a different way, but I do feel like is the king name throwing me off? Possibly. Let's take a look. You know what? Oh, I overdid the beard hard. He had angry eyebrows. I don't remember. Does Pen King even have a crown? Nope, it's just a pirate hat. Whack. I got cooked. All right. It's all right. That's part of the process. That's why we're doing what we're doing. Testing the limits, pushing ourselves. Seeing what we could pull off. All right, Pen King's down. Next one is going to be... We're not doing the Lux version. Who Crates? This one I feel like I'm also going to totally screw up on. I do not remember what he even looks like. Except that he's also a bird. He's a very small and stout owl, and I feel like he's also... Is this the one that's wearing a hat? Does this one even have a hat? No, because it's the crow one that has the hat. This one... Man, honestly, I don't even remember what Who Crates looks like, except that it's a stout owl. Never used it on my team. I don't even know if I even have one in period in my pal box, which is crazy. All right, Who Crates. We're just gonna go with a small stout owl design because I don't remember. Maybe get the wings out just to kind of differentiate a little bit. That was a bad idea. Maybe that's a bad idea. You know what? We're gonna leave the we're gonna leave the wings in maybe. Give him a little his little stompers, his little feets. He's got his beak, right? He's an owl after all. But I remember him is he everything's angry in Palworld, right? According to me, apparently. Oh man, this design is so cooked. I don't know why, but when I picture him, I picture like an elderly individual. So I wonder if it's supposed to be like a play on Socrates, right? Who Crates or yeah, Socrates, I mean. Yeah. So maybe he's got these big ol' eyebrows, if anything. He really gives a hoot. We're just going to keep on adding on to this. He'll have his wings, but they can be hidden behind other feathers that are kind of ruffled out. You know, I feel like that's not going to look right, but it'll be better than what I was originally going to be drawing, right? Or anything else that I could think of, honestly. Dude, I got to really get those blank pupils down. Maybe he's got more of this thing going on. Trying to think of what would make him look aged. Yeah, timer. I gotcha. Answer is... Does he have a hat? That looks nothing like mine. The beak is smaller, though. He's got big ol' eyebrows. That's why I was that aged feel, you know? Well, that's something. On to the next one, I suppose. Oh, Melpaca. You know what I'm thinking I messed up with? It was King Paca having a crown, not Pen King having a crown. Alright, this one I'm not gonna lie, dude. There's something about these pals and me just being superly overly committed to seeing them as just big fluffy balls all the time. Well, not fluffy balls. This one definitely is, as far as the fluff goes. Got a fluffy ball of a head, but it does come down into like the alpaca look, so boom, 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 alpaca right there. Ooh. Honestly, I feel like that's pretty good. Looks concerned almost. Whoa. Mopaka. That's the best I can discern right there. There we go. I feel like that's good. I feel like that's great. Let's take a look. Time to reveal, and ba-bam. Yeah, mine's better. No, the snout does stick out a little more. I'd have to see the rest of the body. I kind of hate that it's only picking up the silhouettes or the headshots here. Mel Paca Palworld. Whoa, most of its body. All right, I stopped only at the top part having that fur, but it actually goes all the way back, and the tail doesn't have anything snazzy going on. The legs are longer, though. I made mine very stout. That's like my default mindset when it comes to this. Pals equals stout and made of wool. I like this Melpaca, though. It's great. King Paca next. You know what's coming to mind right now? Stout and made of wool. Except wearing a crown this time. Now this one, maybe this one has that fur only in the front. The only thing I also think about... Ooh. Hold up. I prematurely went. I'm going to give the timer to get its head start. Alright. Not that I made a lot of progress. Anyway. He's got like a big old body with a tiny little head. So we're gonna put the ears up there. We're gonna always picture him like... There we go. I kind of almost like over-exaggerating it. I think the crown comes up front and then it goes all the way around or something. He's got the back part of it, something like that. Oof, maybe the back part's lower. There we go. All right, hold up. Boom. Oh yeah, this is totally off right now. Let's keep going. And then we'll make him have super tiny backside. And a little tail. And little paws. Even up front. King Paka, man. He's got a lot of fluff. Boom. I'm gonna erase this part. I feel like it's unnecessary. King Paka. I feel like also would spend time 10 seconds. I'm gonna quickly add just smaller ears. There we go. King Paka. Ending it. That's what I'm calling it. Let's see. Let's take a screenshot. Ears are a lot bigger, sticking out the side. Oh, the crown's not really. It's more like a trident stapled to his forehead. What the heck? All right. Let's see. King Paka. Oh, his fluff stops at his neck. He's just robust. It's like he's, or unless he is just all fluffy and he's wearing a big tight shirt. I don't know. I feel like I actually kind of got the size right. The ratio of his face to body. Not bad. I feel like that's decent. All right. Next is not King Paka Chris, but Daydream. Oh, I'm looking. No, I see it. My bad. I meant to cover that so I don't see it. I also have it hidden on this screen. I just got to be careful about like zooming in and zooming out. Oh, come on. Y'all really just don't want to. There we go. Time for some daydreaming. All right. This one I did get a little snippet of, but I still feel like I'm going to drop the ball here. 2 minutes on the clock. Daydream. Let's go. I am kind of happy I'm doing this as far as like the timer as well. Like changing the time I have on these ones. The 10, was it 5 minutes? It was kind of overkill last time. I already forgot what the eyes look like on this creature. Let's start with a smile, like with these little teeth, like longer droopy ears. Oh yeah, I'm totally chopped here. Has like that phantom scarf. It's floating all the time. I'm making this thing look like it's soaring through the air. I feel like it doesn't have a tail. That the thing that's dragging behind it is like that scarf, isn't it? Or is it the hair? Maybe? Maybe it's just the hair. Ooh. Hold up. All right. There's Daydream. I finished 20 seconds early. I'm just going to take a look at what it is. I'm kind of like, oh, I missed horns too. I'm kind of happy I went with the, actually the neck piece did pretty good. It had little horns, no eyebrows. It has a teeth, like maybe a snaggle tooth. Okay. Not bad. All right. I'm moving on to the next one. I keep on forgetting to turn this off, so I saw it again. Tansy. 2 minutes on the clock. Let's go. Tansy, the monkey with like the leaf on its face. I saw that the leaf looked like this, which I would have probably not gotten right. Got circle eyes. Oh, he looks this looks way too wrong. The eyes more on the side? I don't know how the nose went. Is it lower? It doesn't seem right. Lower or higher. Does he even have a nose? Does he just have a mouth? Should have done the ears more on the side, I think. Maybe? Dude, I'm chopped here. This is not good. I can't capture his features properly. I saw it too. That's crazy. I got a glimpse of him, and I think the leaf took over my mind with the design. He looks like a sock monkey. Woo! Sock monkey would be kind of a cool premise for. Have they done a sock monkey like Pokemon or like creature like that? I can't think of one if there is one that comes to mind. Dude, I gotta see what this monkey looks like. I totally messed this up. I'm just gonna call it there. 3 seconds before the timer. Answer is... Yeah, dude, what the heck? He's got 2 nostrils. And damn, I thought the leaf thing took up more of the head. Yeah, not good. I did not like that one at all. 2 minutes is hard, man. You gotta really rationalize and like get your mind right. Tansy Ignis. Oh no, I forgot. This thing also, to me, I remember seeing it briefly. I even considered it. I was like, should I even consider this as in my dark team? Because I was looking through like dark team ups, and I saw Knocked. Not that I forgot what its ability was. I didn't need it. That's all I remember. Nox. But what registered in my mind that it looked like Eevee. So I was like, oh no, Noct looks like Eevee, so 2 minutes on the clock. I can only think about Eevee when I'm thinking about Noct, but I remember it looking... I mean, if this thing has... maybe something like that going on. Maybe, oh man, it's got something else here that gives it more of a distinct look from Eevee, but I can't think of it for the life of me, and it's definitely going to screw up this design. I'm just going to give it an Eevee tail, though. I don't remember exactly what it's rocking. Boom. It's Nox. 35 seconds early. I'm just going to call it because I honestly don't even remember what this thing looks like. I got to really get those ears right. I'm saying like Eevee all the time, and I've messed up those ears every single time. It's one of these, you know? It's got like, there's room to play around with down at the bottom part. That's crazy. But yeah, it has, what's the thing that makes it so much more distinct? It is something that sticks out though. But it's like further back of the head. The tail was kind of right to look like Eevee. Interesting. The eyes seem like they stick out a little more too. Something like that. That's kind of crazy. Let's say what's playing right now. I don't know if I've been talking with my mic muted this whole time. I hope not. Part of me thinks I totally did just talk with my mic muted the whole time. I don't know if I... Big rip if that's the case. Well, totally botched this Nox. Nox does not look like Nox. But I've been screwing up anything that I say looks like Eevee. Absolutely. You can hear me now. I don't know if you can hear me like 5 minutes ago. I guess I could check too. I'm be embarrassed if it couldn't. It's gonna suck. I'm gonna go on VOD right now on YouTube. You said you could like 5 minutes ago? I hope so. One second. Let me just make sure YouTube wasn't. All right, you're right. You're right. Thank you, Haley. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, no way. All right. I was like, damn, how foolish of me. All right. Well, Noct doesn't look like Noct. Rip. We're on to the next one. At least I didn't fail with the mic. You could hear me. You could hear how badly I botched that. All right. Nox. Next one is Flame Bell. The candle. The fire candle. And honestly, that's... Oh, I just revealed it. That's not the button I meant to click. I did it very so suddenly, though. I don't know if I could even register what I was seeing. I meant to drag... Not that, but I have to move this out of the way. Flame Bell. And I got to hit the timer. We're just going to do it. I feel like I'm just going to hit a candle and hope for the best. Draw a candle, hope for the best. What do you think? Success? Shall I find success in this way? Waxy hair that looks like it has been done to a certain extent. I don't even know if there is a fire on top of Flame Bell. Like as far as like a candle wax fire. For some reason, I don't recall that at all. Yeah, this is not going. Ooh, that looks good. That looks good. I also can draw these bigger, so I'm gonna do so. She got little arms, little wax melt at the bottom. Saying she, but these could be he's as well. Has more feminine features, right? There we go. Some of these and some of these. Yeah. Picture it blushing a little bit, but I don't know if that's... Boop, boop. Boop, boop. You know what? I think we're gonna leave it like this. This is good enough for me. There we go. Answer is... Oh, the hair is a lot more droopy, and there is absolutely a fire, but not that you could see any wick to the flame. Also, I'm catching a little bit of the next one, Rupee, so that's not good. Gotta make sure that's covered up. But hey, I don't know if you've ever seen Home, a DreamWorks movie, but this totally looks like a Boov, the aliens. That's exactly what I'm seeing when I'm looking at this thing. All right. Next one is Ruby. So I'm going to basically be a broken record here. Ruby, to me, looks like a deer version of Eevee, but with fire. So, with that being said, I'm kind of more or less going in with that approach. I just got to remember to draw those ears the same way, I think. I think I'll be good. Rupee here, though. Flame on the head. Ears actually looking like Eevee ears, which are like more or less if I was drawing a leaf. I can get that right. Something like that. There we go. There we go. Face, I want to say... Actually, something like that I feel like is good. Almost like a square head. It's got a long neck. It's got like a little... It looks like a deer. But it has like features that remind me of Eevee as well. There we go. Oh. I don't know if it has fire anywhere else, though. Might just be that. Almost like he has, like, bags under his eyes. He's tired. He just saw his mom get killed. He's Bambi right now. It's the shocked face of Bambi living through Ruby right there. All right. We're just going to roll with it. Stopping the timer there. Give me the reveal. The eyes are a lot bigger. The eyes play a better part. The face looks a lot better. The ears, bigger. Better. Yeah, I kind of got cooked there as well. Yeah, mine looks traumatized. All right. We're on to the next one. Next one being Mao. Cat. That's all I remember. It's cat. It's an Egyptian kind of cat. And I only say Egyptian because it's adornished with like gold. It's a black cat that has like gold markings and maybe like a gold thing on its head. I know the Christ version, the thing on its head is a little more pronounced. It's like a different shape, right? It's like more of a diamond. I don't remember what the actual shape for maybe it's a circle on this one. Oh, goodness. I don't remember what this thing looks like. I'm not going to do a good one. Well, we're going to do our best. I'm going to do my best. Okay, wait. First, I wasn't sure about the head shape, but I'm like, you know what? I can work with this. But I'm picturing this thing having eyes like this at least, right? Something like cat's eyes legit. Or it looks more, you know, looks more like a cat than most of the other pals. I mean, this has got a circle on its head. Ooh. You know what? I went in this with a defeatist mentality at first, but now I'm like liking it. I think I'm doing something pretty decent here. Probably not going to get these hands right, but that's okay. You got the head more so kind of just decent. Oh, 17 seconds. Erase. Erase some of these other things to make it look a little better. It's that jawline. We got the jawline on this thing. Boom. Boom, boom. Not the legs. Boom, boom. There we go. It's beautiful. It's a work of art. I appreciate all the likes. Thank you, thank you. Dismiss. All right, let's take a look at this thing. I'm not upset with how it ended up looking. It's got a neck. It's got a neck piece. It actually has a. It doesn't have anything on its head, but it's got the ear marks, and it's got the neck piece. Hold up. It's only the Chris that has the. Let me see. Yeah, it's only the Chris that has the thing on its forehead. That's crazy. I thought they both had something there. Well, I'm happy with what I came up with. It looks off for sure, but it could have been a lot worse. That being said, moving on to the next. Rusher. The boar that rushes you. I had one very briefly, but ever since starting on the randomized server with everybody, I never saw this thing ever again. So, I actually don't even know where it spawns in our server. I just remember this thing being, once again, kind of just built one way. It's got like this body that looks like this. There's its snout right here. It has tusks, but I don't remember ever having like a mouth coming with, like tusks coming out of the mouth. It always just looked like a ball of fur that had tusks and angry eyes and legs. But clearly, you can mount it, so these legs did do a little bit more, so... I wonder if it's something like... Does it have ears? Probably something very small. Angry eyes. Furry football body. More the other legs. Oh my goodness, these legs are ugly. There we go, though. Oh, yeah. Yeah, honestly, this is what I remember it looking like. I feel like I might not be spot on, but I'll be spot on. Enough. Enough of a spot on to feel vindicated. Vindicated that it doesn't look horrible. That it looks close enough. And honestly, I feel like with the amount of time I've had with Palworld, that's all I care about. As long as it's close enough. I don't remember if this thing has a tail or not. If it does, maybe it's just very, very small. Like that. How long have you been playing Palworld? Well, I only started ever playing it after the 1.0 release. And I have 160 hours in it. So I figured, you know what? Give myself a break from playing from on stream. Been streaming it pretty much every night since the 1.0. But then also, do something else. I got other games I want to play as well. But I also felt like it was within nature, within my... I'll have drawing streams that I do as well. And kind of promote some of the drawing that I do and get back into the flow of it as well. And give myself a break from Palworld to draw. And I've done this once before with the Pokemon. I did the first generation Pokemon, the 151, and I did them blind. That took forever, but I put the timer at 5 minutes, and I was actually coloring them. It was funny, but man, did it take forever. I figured 2 minutes wouldn't be too demanding on the amount of time that I should do this. But maybe, I don't know. I don't know how people feel about, is 2 minutes too short? But I feel like a lot of people's attention when they're watching stuff like that, if it's anything longer, maybe even 2 minutes might be too long. Maybe a minute is what people would rather watch. But that's so quick. But I don't know. Still kind of gauging that part. But yeah. 160 hours in Palworld after the 1.0. Oh, let's take a look at what this Rusher looks like. You know, the fur spikes, it does not really have ears, but the fur spikes are really prominent. So, but I feel like that's actually not bad. And it does have more of a mouth, though. For some reason, I don't remember the tusks coming out of a mouth. I thought they straight up just came out of the fur out of its face. But I feel like that's not too bad. It's wrecked. It's chopped to a degree, but could have been worse. All right. Next one. Fox Sparks. Yeah, I honestly don't even remember what this thing looks like. I remember using it for the quest in the beginning to get it from the old man to do the whole holding it as a flamethrower. 2 minutes on the clock. We'll just start it off. I remember holding it as a flamethrower. I remember utilizing it as a flamethrower. I'm just going to draw like the fox, right? So let's just kind of get a fox face. Ears. Maybe it's got the whole Eevee ear thing going on. Let's see. I feel like I gave the snout way too much. I don't remember it having really any prominent features as far as its tail being huge and made of fire, right? Maybe as long as I get that, I'll feel good. There we go. The fire top, the flaming tail of Fox Sparks. He's looking back like, damn, my tail's on fire. Boom. Fox Sparks. I started playing 3 days ago. I saw on my live, and I love open world games, so I tried it out. Hey, how have you been enjoying it, though? Has it been a lot of fun for you? And do you have a favorite pal yet? Darken those eyes. Yeah, I think I'm comfortable with that. I'm just gonna see what it looks like. Yo, Death Guardian Blaze, how you doing? Mine looks like a dog, not a fox. Yeah, Fox Sparks looks way cooler than that. Damn. Yeah, you know, it's been a minute since I actually used Fox Sparks, so. Big woof. I'm sorry for not being more active. I'm now feeling sleepy, so good night, everyone. All right, Stony, no worries. You have a good night. I hope you feel better. Hope whatever is bothering you is done with quickly and you feel better soon. Or, yeah. All right, not Fox Sparks, Chris. We're not going to be doing that version. We're going to do the next one, which is, I think it says Killamari. I have to. Yeah, it's Killamari. What the heck? Another pal I never use. So I feel like I'm not, I mean, I can remember enough about this. It looks like a squid, right? It's very fun. I'm at level 50, and my favorite one right now is Ophidia. I like her design a lot. That's the, like, the Lotus, right? The blooming pink one, right? Not much, just a retired artist wandering the web. Hey. Retired. Sure, you still dabble a lot, right? Always like to, I mean, it's always been one of my bigger interests as well, so was active in 2012 to 2019 era. Ah, on anything noteworthy that, like, really big? Or just, like, more so one, like, things that most people wouldn't know about? Or is it things that people would know about? Yep, located the floating islands. Yeah, the floating islands are beautiful. Really cool place. Quit because of college. Oof. Well, hopefully you haven't let it completely shut down your drive and love for art, right? I'll still keep talking, but I'm gonna hit up this Killamari right here. Use a lot of commissions to pay for college. Oh, that's actually awesome though. All right, Killamari. I think it also has like these weird things on the side. I don't remember quite much about it except for that it looks like a squid. Or yeah, whatever. I'm gonna like tentacles. Does it only have 2 tentacles though? Or does it have more? For some reason, I can only think of the 2 tentacles it may have that usually are dragging below it. It's got big eyes. I don't remember if it has a mouth. I don't think it has a mouth. We're just going to say that the mouth is, if it does exist, it probably exists underneath the hood. But, you know, I'm not going to lie. When I say I think this might be it, like, I feel like that's it. It's got one of those more simple designs, I feel, when it comes to a PAL. Maybe it has like some type of pattern or something. We'll see. Travis, hi. Wait, what? You good, man? Came to see how the art space evolved these past 6 years. Dude, I'm doing PALs from my memory. Or, you know, because I've been big on playing Palworld. And I've been, there was one time I tried to draw all the original 151 Pokemon from memory. That was pretty bad as well. But, you know, it's fun. It gets me thinking. It gets, you know, you get some pretty unique and fun moments and just kind of like really jogs the mind and really puts your art skills to the test. I have a lot of fun doing them. But so I figured I have 160 hours into Palworld ever since the 1.0 release. And then you know what? I was like, why not try to do exactly what I did with the Pokemon and try to draw as many of them as I can. They have like a whole, they are numbered, so I can go from number 1. We're on number 30 right now, which was Killamari. I'm not doing any of the other variants because most of the other variants of all these PALs are just different colors. So, Killamari, here it is. I'm going to switch. I'm going to reveal what it actually looks like and see. Oh, the top part's more of like a hat. But I think I'm right with the 2 arms. Or the 2 tentacles. Except for the bottom part's more rigid. The eyes are a little more cocked, I'd say. You know what? I still like mine. If anything, mine would be what this used to be and what it evolves into, right? If Killamari had a pre-evolution. Yeah, you basically got it. Right. I feel like it's good enough. Man, Champas, I don't know if you've seen some of the other ones. I've had some pretty rough ones. But we're going to skip any of the other, like, yeah, like Killamari Primo. It's basically the same thing, just a different color, so not going to worry about that. Going down to the next one, which is Fuddler. Yo, I'm not going to lie, I don't remember exactly what Fuddler looks like. If I remember, it has the big claws. If I can remember anything, I feel like it's got some big, like, mole-like claws. Badger mole-type claws. Something. All right. 2 minutes on the clock. Let's go. It's got more of like I don't know, I'm going to say like a more simple face, but not simple is not the word I'm looking for. I always look at these things, and whenever I see them, I'm like, that's a docile creature, even if they are like attacking me. I'm like, yeah, surely it's not that mean. But it's got like a snout, right? A schnauzer. Dude, I don't know how to capture that properly. Maybe I'll just do something more head-on. It's got like big old ears. I feel like they're closer together. Maybe it's got some stuff on the side. And always, I don't remember what it is. I don't know if it's its fur or if it's something, but it's got something around its neck. Every time I see it, though, I always picture it as like a pool floaty. And then it's got these big old arms with these claws. I think I'm overdoing it, but this is what I remember whenever I see it. Maybe maybe it's got just 2 fingers. Very 2 sharp claws. I think I lost the plot here. And maybe a tail. Ta-da! Am I a good boy, Papa? I'm gonna call it right there. He's looking a little rough around the edges, but let's see what we got. You know why he look like he's got the thing around his neck? I gotta see what he looks like full body though, because this is killing me. Fuddler. Did I get the body part right? Did I get the arms? Oh, actually, yeah. His arms are a lot longer. And his body's way more stubby. He's got like barely any legs. He's just like body than feet, but his arms are huge. And he's got 3 claws, not 2. Close, close, close. Ish. Eyes are a lot more... You see what I'm saying, though? He looks docile. He looks like he can hurt a fly. He's fine. He's a cool, chill guy. Eikthyr. I don't even know how to say this name right. Eikthyr. I'm gonna absolutely knock this one out of the park. I'm not going in with defeatist mentality. This is, you know, I drew a deer earlier. Just got to add the antlers this time. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that's the only thing that needs to happen. You said, oh, and you're disappointed in the next generation of professional artists. Oof. Any particular artists from the newer generation that upset you? Or, like, you're just not looking forward to? Or you just maybe the reliance on so many people just using AI instead? This thing's angry deer, though. I don't know why I'm drawing these little big ol' eyes. Urgh. It's an angry deer. You know what? This works. No. It's the way they conduct themselves and handle their clients. Oh. Yeah, that's never good if they're not doing it proper, like with respect, right? Bro, I am so cooked on this. I can't even draw antlers. Something like this. Just gonna do a lot of vague lines that lead your imagination to completing what antlers actually look like. Because, yep. That's all this thing is, though. This is just a big old deer. With not as big arms like this. But for some reason, the big arms look nice. So I'm just going to leave them in there. The chunky arms. Give him a little deer tail. Alright, sorry guys. I'm really chopping up these legs. I'm not really putting a lot of effort in any of the legs or feet. I'm not going to lie. Yo, Bets, how's it going? If you call yourself a professional, aka charge money for your service, I hold you to a certain standard. That's fair as well. Absolutely fair. Fast and clear communication, fair pricing, treating clients with the same respect you want to be. I can see how a lot of people could abuse those aspects of being an artist, for sure. Another one is whenever I've seen artists, like, not all the time, but there is like it's mainly like if I'm looking at like a comic book artist and stuff like that, there's big egos. There are big egos when it comes to that. This thing has angry eyebrows, so I was right with the angry eyes, but it actually has brows. The neck fluff goes all the way down from the neck. The antlers sprout straight out of this thing's forehead. And the rest of the body, I'm sure, is... Mine's completely accurate, so we're just going to say that. We're going to move on to the next one. Another one I'm gonna totally mess up on is Dire Howl. Oh, I mean, totally knock out of the park. These days, when people get denying clients for not agreeing with their beliefs because they scan their social background. Oof. Yeah, that's crazy. I never cared about that. I feel like it's a fair way to go about it. If you got business, you got business. You got to leave business where it is, you know? Let's see. Boom. Bets, how you doing though? Dire Howl. Let's see. 2 minutes on the clock. Let's go. This one, I feel like, if anything, reminiscent of how, from what I remember, because I've never really used this pal either. I've caught it several times, but I never really used it. But every time I do see it out in the wild, I think of it the same light of the boar. It has a lot of those spiky spikes, right? But it's a wolf instead of a boar. The dire wolf, but a dire howl. This thing is gonna look so bad. I hate it. Oh, no. Maybe I just gotta chill with the amount of spikes. And it's gonna have a bigger tail, right? But it's gonna be spiked out the whole time. I'm kind of memeing at this point with just making him just spikes everywhere. This is not good. If it's not illegal, it gets drawn. That's also fair too, yeah. Just woke up today. What's up, Nez? How's it going, Soul? Yeah, I'm drawing pals based on what I can remember them looking like. So we're on Dire Howl. I've been going through the whole Palpedia of pals. Maybe he's got some zigzag teeth as well. This one's so chopped. If you pay me, the quest gets done. I don't care about anything else you got going on. Or what it... Yeah, I feel like it's a really good way to do your business as well. There's things to not get involved in unless they directly impact you in a certain way. But I feel like that's probably where more people would try to, like, blur the line, right? Well, technically it does bother me to this extent, or it does affect me to this extent, and it's like, for the most part, you just asked me to draw a picture of Mr. Pac-Man. Like, chill. Alright, let's see what Dire Howl actually looks like. Yeah, I did him dirty. I did him super dirty. His face actually looks like a face. It's not just a spike, face coming out of spikes. But he's got a face made out of spike. Dire Howl. I'm sorry, buddy. I did you wrong. To me, rejecting a client request is either admitting you lack the skill for it, or your reputation and credibility takes a hit. It's true. But I also feel like there's a certain extent, like, hey, like, I guess it's just them missing out. Like, you can be in that mindset as well. Or, like, I don't know, because, like, there's part of me, like, if you really... I mean, it would have to be truly affecting the person, I guess. I guess there's no room for me to find this middle... there's no need to find a middle ground, but I'm just trying to figure out where more people are, like, kind of coming through with their mentality when it comes to that. I mean, like, yeah, I guess you do have the right to turn down customers, but it's not going to look good on you, right? Yeah, yeah. Handling business in that way is not going to be good for you. Caprity. I don't remember what Caprity looks like. Is this the bush? Oh, no. This one, I don't have all the pals. I never got all the pals. I've gotten a lot of pals. I have 160 hours in the game. I've gotten most of them. I've gotten this one. I remember this one to limit but I don't remember what this thing looks like. But we're going to put 2 minutes on the clock, and we're going to do it anyway. And this one was the bush one. This one is just a giant bush of berries. I'm going to speed through this one because I don't... from what I remember, it's just a berry bush. It's got berries. It's got a tail. It's got the stubby old legs coming out of there. And then it's got like a face that looks something like... It looks so bad. I feel like the ears are bigger. There's some... Does it have antlers? I feel like it has something else going on. Yeah, let's make sure these are all coming out of the fluff here. Get rid of some of this extra. We don't need that extra leg. Let's actually redo this whole bottom part. I feel like the head's better, like looking like this. It's got a better shape to it. Spent a lot of time erasing just then, but whatever. Something like that. This is what this pal looks like. Woo! Woo! And it's got a really creepy smile. It's got angry teeth. Yeah, it looks wild. He's got eye bags. This is all features I'm totally not adding. He's an angry bush. Yeah, he cackles. He cackles because he's gonna get you. He's a psycho. All right. I overdid it. Also, really don't like the whole digital ownership for commissioned art, especially with VTuber models. Huh, I never knew that was a thing. So the artist that makes it has digital ownership over it, even though the person paid them for it? Or is it you have to like find very different artists to do that? All right, let's see what this thing looks like. It does have like, okay, maybe horns, not antlers, huh? I don't like this pal. I couldn't remember what it looked like. If you buy a physical painting, you can sell it later when you don't want it anymore. Yeah, I didn't know. Like, I'm not really well versed when it comes to the whole VTuber side of things. But I never thought about that. I never thought about the artists holding over that design for the rights. It's kind of messed up. Oh, I want to skip this next one. That's lame. Squeeze? Alright, there are some PAL designs that are not good. I don't care. Sweepa and Swee, I thought for the longest time were the same thing. And then you see that they're the same. You see that they're two different pals, but they look so similar. How in the world are you not zooming in on the right thing you need to, man? There we go. Swee. Choose your name. We make... Wait, what? Nah. All right. If you want a new... All right. If you want a new model to replace the old one, I'm not allowed to sell it for half the price to then invest that money for a new model. Oh, for like, can you, man, you're bringing up a lot of questions I never even thought of when it comes to the VTuber space. Do people actually like sell older models of the whole ownership? That is crazy. That is actually, I think, unwarranted. I would agree with you in that aspect. I agree with you if you bought something, especially coming... Because I'm imagining it's also not cheap for those VTuber models, right? I don't know what the price point would be for them, but I always imagine it'd be something like kind of astronomical because it would be something that would go on to represent you for the rest of your life or for as long as you used it. And I would assume you just had whole ownership over it. You just rent a license to use it is insane. Oh my goodness. Yo, VTubers, they were quick to capitalize on that. That's kind of dirty. And yeah, is that how the majority of it goes, or is this just like one portion of the agreement? Was, is there like a website they like I see it like literally tapped out, no idea, very very minor, like even as an artist, I've never dabbled in doing VTuber stuff. I never, yeah, so I never really like understood a lot about it. But I knew it was a hot commodity. A lot of people are doing it. I know there's like certain websites and stuff they go to, but I never thought about like how people could take advantage of those situations, you know? It's a commissioned artwork or licensed rentals of the art itself. The license, that's crazy. Every VTuber artist has a sign agreement about that ownership. Dude, man, is that why? Like, why? That just sounds scummy. Like, there's like... Yeah, I don't understand. That just sounds like they were quick to be like, well, we can normalize this type of practice and then just capitalize off of getting... I could understand if you needed, like... How could I put it? And I wouldn't be, like, understanding, like, you would just need to keep on, like... You'll need, like, new assets to that, right? Like you get your model, that you need more assets depending on like if you want to do like a Christmas theme or a Halloween theme. Like I'd get something like that, but I mean, like I feel like that shouldn't take precedent over that model. Like you should get a lot of praise for making the model, sure, but like this is then going to somebody who's going to be basically wearing it digitally, so that's wild. Is there a website people mainly go to for that? That's why most people make their own. Yeah, honestly, at that point, I definitely would be like, guys, I feel like that some people are probably in... I mean, that's not some, but that's a lot of people. A lot of people be doing VTubing for different reasons. Not everyone's going to be having some disability, but there's definitely people that would be disability, like have disabilities that would make them want to have a VTuber skin and then not be able to, you know, do it themselves, which does suck, you know. It does suck that it's so predatory. I didn't even think it would be that predatory. I thought it was going to be like at least a fair deal. Like, hey, you pay for this, you get it. VGen is what they mainly use. That's crazy. And like all the artists on there just do that same whole agreement pretty much. Could definitely be a dirty market. Yeah, it's kind of shiesty. I honestly didn't think something so grimy. I mean, granted, you got to go in that mindset with a lot of things nowadays. There's so many people like doing the money-hungry, grubby thing to do when it comes to how to deal or handle a situation. It just sucks when I was like, you know, VTubers doing their own thing. I'm not too concerned with it. I'm physically here, so I'm not really worried about having any type of VTuber skin or anything, you know? I never thought about it from their perspective of already being capitalized in a dirty way. If I order this, I expect you to have full on... Yeah. Yeah, that's weird. That is weird. It makes me really think a lot about the VTuber market. Kind of bogus artists, not gonna lie. Unless, yeah, like, not unless. If you're making more assets for it, sure, get paid to continuously make assets for that thing. Like, I could see renting their service. You know, like renting the service, like, hey, I would like to buy this VTuber skin. And then, hey, are you like, can I commission you to continuously make changes and updates? And like, that would be like what you're renting, is their service to update the model and make changes to this or that, not to the actual character itself, right? I feel like that should be the difference. Because once again, as an artist, I totally understand, like, if you're expected to a degree to make a bunch of changes to something, like, yeah, sure, your services should be rented in that aspect. But if it's just the model itself and they just want to, hey, you have this cool looking model, they want to buy it once and never have to deal with you ever again because they have or they don't plan to do any like features or any changes or any, you know, this or that, that should be, hey, I'm giving you this money to take this, to keep this, you know, this thing to become my thing, you know. Once the commission is done, I expect the artist to relinquish any claim of ownership of that model. I agree. Yeah, unless they're like going to be further commissioned to continuously work on it. Well, no matter what, fully relinquish the ownership of that model for sure. But if they're then if they need to work on it later, that's just being commissioned to do different work. The client is the sole owner of that model from then on. Yeah, I agree. I think it's kind of crazy that it's not like that. It's kind of like in those aspects when people are like, weird, but it's the stop killing games movement in a weird way. You know, we want to have these ownership of these games. We want the digital rights to these video games once we purchase them, as we should. Yeah, wow. Death Guardian, we're on the same wavelength right there. Absolutely. It's exactly the same thing. It's sad to see that it's already started to corner that market, and it's unfortunate to have, honestly, just, yeah, I get everyone wants their whole money glitch. They want their way to get money, but as an artist in general, doing something like that is scummy. Just as a human in general, doing something like that is just scummy. That's bad behavior. You're not looking at, like, you can't just shackle everything and expect people to be decent people. Like, can't normalize that behavior. That sucks. I'm an artist, not that mad about the AI. Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't really, like, there's times where that bothers me, but there's a lot of times where I'm just like, you know, I don't really care. I'm doing this for my own experience, and I'm enjoying the process as I have gone along with it, and I think that's special. And that's something AI won't be replacing as far as how I perceive it and how I go about learning and all that. It's the cool. I love the learning process of art. I like the challenging part of art. Like right now, doing this challenge is absolutely a lot of fun. I'd understand paying more for like tech support and yeah, exactly. Bugs, like things that don't work after a while. Yeah. If there's like something wrong with the model or this or that, I can totally understand someone coming up and be like, hey, can I, but yeah. And then once again, it just becomes a different type of art that or different type of transaction that you're paying for. If your clients are going the AI instead of you, it means your service is not good. Yeah, I could see that too. Well, to an extent. I feel like a lot of people just do it. Like, that would be a good excuse, but there are a lot of people that do it just to be lazy. Like, there's definitely artists that are really good out there that are not getting jobs because businesses are being lazy. Sure. But I also feel like there's a certain level of creativity and a different way of approaching certain types of situations. And like a lot of it, I feel like becomes now you putting yourself out there. AI is a thing. Give people a reason not to go to it, you know? Supersede it. Get people to know you. You want that connection, the human connection can go a crazy far distance. And sometimes people just get into this full mindset that, no, I've done enough. I don't have to go any further. Yeah. It's like Gabe's statement about piracy. Dude, Death Guardian, you're absolutely on one. Exactly. If you offer a service that everyone just unanimously loves and agrees, and it's a great service, no one's gonna go to pirating. It's a very good perspective, and it's a very good point. Rethink the way you approach your own the way you go about art. Yeah, you're not gonna always get those companies that are looking to do you dirty or looking to do everyone dirty, but you make your service a little more you just make your service a lot more smoother. The way you go about it, it's always a learning experience no matter what. That's the way I always kind of go in with everything. Even when you think you've made it, keep going, keep pushing and seeing where you can go. There's going to be a lot of different things that will change up, and you know, when things like AI come through, and if you've done a good job to maintain and keep on pursuing to better the service you have, it's going to keep people around. If you're lacking clients, try lowering your price or doing some package deals. Yeah. To rethink a lot of things. Even marketing. Marketing goes a big way. Just once again, kind of putting yourself out there in a different approach can go the distance for sure. I did that during rough times. Yeah, I'm still learning a lot. You know, there's aspects I need to get better at. But I am not really in the realm of ever doing commissions. I haven't really done that. I've done a commission like a long time ago, but I haven't really done that anytime recently. I've been more so playing a lot of games on stream. I've been more so kind of pursuing that life. But I still love going back to art. I still like doing stuff like this. I still like having nights where I'm just having fun and just doing commissions on stream for free. Just like, hey, what do you want me to draw? I'll draw that, you know? Connecting with the people. It does make me feel really bad about the VTuber community. That's kind of bogus that has become a normalized practice. Gonna have to find support a company that does the opposite, you know? They need their GOG of VTuber support. You get the ownership. That's you. Like, order 4 emotes, you get 2 for free. Well, Death Guardian, is that have you ever messed around with making a VTuber model? I haven't. I don't know if that's easy. I don't know if it's hard. I don't know all the ins and outs. I've seen like little clips of people working on them. It looks very complex, but once again, that's kind of everything. Everything can be complex until you really start to learn it. Looked into it. Does it look something that you'd be like, could figure out? You speak with a lot of passion behind it, and that's a good direction. I feel like that's a great cause. Do you have do you have like a social where you promote your art or have any of your art? It's basically just an image of personal split into smaller parts and put back together. Yeah. And like, it depends on if it's 3D or not, and if they're wrapped around images. It's weird, but it does look a little complex. But I figured that it's, once again, a lot of things can be perceived as complex, but it's just a matter of actually getting into it. Turn this down just a notch. I shall return. All right, Biscuit. Back to work. All right. Thanks for popping in. Just need some time. Making a model itself isn't really hard. That's, yeah, that hard. Just need some time. Gotcha. No, that'd be cool. That'd be cool to have like service. I didn't know that was something that was needed, but I would love to promote something like that, you know? I don't use a VTuber model, nor do I plan on using one. But I'd be pissed. I'd be absolutely floored if I was ever in the market for a VTuber model to find out that it's a rental service. Like, have you ever like listened to someone's counter argument on that, or is it just greed? Dude, I saw my friend wanting one, and I see people charging $2K to $3K for one, and that's rental fees. $2K to $3K rental fees. You paying that like a month? That's you making this stream turn into something else. What the heck? For the whole model, just the art. Okay, without the rental fee. Not counting the rigger you have to hire after. Wait, what? Dude, Death Guardian, put me on. What am I missing out on all of this information for VTubing? What does it mean? Do I need to pop in a VTuber's fucking stream and start like, what is it? What do you like? What were you charged? How do you even go about this? I need to launch a whole web investigation. I feel like there's probably videos on that. What does it mean to be a VTuber, and how has this community been wronged or some shit? Let me see if I can. The rigor is what makes models move and be alive. Okay. For some reason, I never thought of that as being two different people. I always thought that if you're a VTuber artist, that's your whole stick, is that you make the model and you are the one that did all the animations with it. That's where I could understand some of them being like really high in price, but if it was $2,000 to $3,000 a month for renting it, I'd be like, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. But like $2,000 to $3,000 for buying one, depending, I've seen some crazy looking ones, and I'd be like, I get it for that, but I feel like that would have to be the pinnacle peak for a lot of that. Rigor is what creates the strings that makes it move, and $2,000 to $3,000 for the artists. Then another $1,000 to $2,000 for the rigor. What the heck, dude? I did not think VTubers were paying that much. Then you know what makes me, you know what? I think that's probably why it's gotten to the extent that it has. People were probably like, dang, these VTubers are popping up like crazy, and they're all willing to drop that amount of money. And then they're like, well, how can we milk it, right? Then I feel like then that greedy voice pops in their head, and then people are just like, yeah, why not? I'm doing this anyway, which is crazy. That's crazy. I can understand renting an artist only for the sole purpose that they would be on standby for changes and updates to whatever you got going on, not to take claim over what you paid for, right? And then they're shocked when the average Joe rather generate one with AI. That's true. It says, sadly, no. Yeah, see, that's crazy. Why not? Yeah, why not just be like, hey, why make it a overwrites thing? Why not be like, hey, I'm up for rent. Like, if you want to pay for my services and like have me as a standby artist for any changes to the model, any this or that, like, that's cool. I don't think there's even, once again, I don't know if what the counter argument would be for that. And I'm sure if anybody did give a argument for that, it would just be tiptoeing around, I don't want to just say it's greed, you know? Well, you got to think about this and that, and this and that, and this and that, and it's just all things that are easily just untethered and untangled in with all that. The artists hold most of the power in the model and can pull the plug on you when they feel like it. The only thing I'm trying to think of what even would be the argument for this, right? Or what would be the counter argument. And the only thing I could think of is if you made a VTuber model and you gave it to somebody bought it, maybe your work's really well known, so a lot of people looked at that VTuber model and knew it was one of your products, and then it turns out that that person you sold it to was the equivalent of like Epstein or something, right? And then you're like, oh, everyone's then now pointing fingers at you because people are dumb and they would do something like that, right? But I feel like that's not fair, and that's a very, very like hard reach on like the probability of all that happening. Even if it's somebody that did something horrible, there's no reason you should get any repercussions. All you did was apply, give off your service to somebody. There's no way you're telling me that it's to the degree where you need to hold the rights, Exactly. See, and that's the bogus part is with that, if the artist is just being sensitive, or if the artist wants to be a dick or wants to do their whole ego trip and really push, that's also kind of gross too. Imagine you're a shitty artist or like a shitty person. Let me say that. Not a shitty artist, but a shitty person. VTuber reaches out, you have their the rights for their model, and they pop up in popularity, and then you want to coax them into acting or saying things in a different light, right? You want to kind of push your ideologies on them, and not like push them to what you believe in, and then just, I'll take this VTube skin away from you. It's what you're known for. It's your whole identity. That's gross. That really shows like it's a nasty power move on artists for power trip. Power trip. Say something slightly leaning to the right and you in trouble. Yeah, for real. Absolutely, yeah. It's scary out there. Yeah, I hate pushing ideologies on people. I agree. That one fella. What a name. What a name, dude. How are you here? That's scary. Like, it's scary that, not that, but I'm scary that you haven't gotten caught with that name. I feel like that's a name somebody would be reporting. Not me. I think it's funny. What I'm surprised is YouTube hasn't flagged that name, basically. The ball's on this guy. No way. Is it a German person here? You're the same person there. I can only imagine why. That's insane, dude. What? How did you get away with those names? That's crazy. What about the Twitch? By the way, I said to my friend, I could make you a model the same quality for 500 and they would have full rights. That's how it should be, Death. That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe, honestly, I would like to look into it. I would, who knows, maybe they need, not that I'm in a position where I can launch a company that could totally fund and do all that, but I would love, if I ever was in a position to launch a company like that, absolutely be down for that. That sounds so justified, you know? Yeah, 2 of my Twitch accounts are already gone. Damn, dude. Oh, man. That's crazy. Also, if you can't afford it, some artists just shame you for lacking funds. I've seen shit like that before, too. You know, just say you're broke or whatever, right? Yeah, no, it's grimy. Yeah, no, I'm kind of curious now. Like, it's really Death Guardian plays. Oh yeah, did you ever mention if you had your art somewhere? Did you have then guide you to buy pre-made models on Etsy for 30. You know what's actually kind of funny? All right, not funny, but like totally like I wouldn't even have a problem with it. I have on my YouTube, because I made it to YouTube partner, right? And for my membership, which is like the equivalent of your Twitch like subbing, right? On my YouTube membership, I have it to where if my memberships on YouTube, I have a thing called a Nesme, which is a digital like loyalty character. Like I'm going the extra mile, making like a random. I'm making it though. I'm drawing these little characters that have all these special features. It's by randomization. It's by means of randomization. You see it in the corner down there, and everybody who gets a membership through YouTube, I make them a Nesme, and it's a digital character that is made up by me. I'm drawing everything, made up with randomized features that are I roll a dice. It's a list of features that I have for each one. Roll a dice, all randomized, and then every month it's kind of like a loyalty badge because every month it gets a new accessory on it, you know. So I think it's like cool, but I've always, even when I was making this initially, I thought about people like going, oh, well, if they really ended up liking their Nesme and wanting to take it and go somewhere with it, that's something I'm giving them through their membership. If they wanted to see that one of those Nesmes and be like, all right, I'm going to go take the one that I have here and go do something, you know, like use it for this or that. I'm like, go for it. This is absolutely just a gift to you guys and like as a thank you for the membership, you know? And since I'm live, it's just a way that it's always displayed. It's always just going through the person's name and then their membership. So it's cool. And it's crazy to think that people would be like, no, that's, and anybody that would be in the mindset of something, of launching something like that, they would be in the mindset of like, okay, well, if you do this membership, just know that I get all the digital rights to this character, even if you really liked it. And it's like, that's gross. Also, yeah, and then they guide you to buy pre-made models on Etsy's for $30 to $60, which have a 50% chance of files that have a virus. That's gross, dude. Just to troll you, huh? Man, we were on 35 to 36. We're on sweep. I don't like sweep or sweepa in Palworld here. They're very one and the same. I don't even need 2 minutes to draw you what Sweep and Sweeper look like. I'm gonna quickly do one right here. I figured I'd just do this really quick. This is what they look like. Boop, boop, boop. And maybe a tail or something like that. That's Sweep, and then Sweepa is this. The Sweep and Sweepa. Let me show you really quick. Right? Am I right? Oh, that's Sweepa. Whoops. When did I go down to Sweep? Yeah, see? I was right. They're the same. Let me hide that back up. Most of the accounts you buy, those pre-made models get self-deleted 3 to 6 months later. What? Most of the accounts you buy, those pre-made models from the Etsy or just from like the shelf? Do they actually have like shelf lives on the models they make? Like, hey, you got to pay me a fee and then this is only going to last like a couple months? Do the accounts getting caught using AI, stolen assets, or malware? Oh, from the Etsy ones, huh? I imagine AI has flooded the, like bad AI has flooded, VTubing. Jeez, I couldn't think of the name, but yeah. Wow, it's beautiful. Thank you, Marpy. It was very simple. I was like, there's no way. I did Sweep and Sweep. I didn't even need the 2 minutes. I've been holding myself to do 2 minutes for each one, and I just drew a Sweep, and then for Sweepa, I added the mustache, and then I looked at the picture, and I'm justified. And then I got into a chat about VTubing. There's a lot of stuff I didn't know about it. With Death Guardian Plays over here. He's giving me, dropping the knowledge bombs about the unfortunate truth of being a VTuber and how that is a area being heavily preyed upon, unfortunately. Charging people monthly fees and not giving them the rights to the characters. Crazy. Oh, what's the next one? Is Turtackle? Turds Tackles? Turtackle. Now, Turtackle, I kind of remember what he looks like. And that brings us to the final results, final result of all of this. Of this all. What's the final result? You got that. Thank you. Thank you. Turtackle. I'm trying to remember what Turtackle looks like. So I'm going to envision it. I don't remember. It's got spikes. This one, you know what? I forgot the name of that one. I'm gonna put the 2 minutes on the clock though. 2 minutes on the clock. I drew one of the pals. I forgot exactly which one it was, but that one I drew with really long arms, and it didn't have long arms. It had long ears. For some reason, I'm remembering Turtackle with long arms as well. Is it the one that actually has long arms? I know it's got like spikes. It's the blue shell from Mario. Does it have spikes on its face? Man, I don't remember what its face looks like. All I remember is like angry eyes coming out from underneath it, which I've been saying about almost every pal. They got angry eyes. We'll make him giving a little smirk. I feel like he's got long arms though. I just don't remember exactly. Does he have like little arms like this? You know what? I feel like this is accurate. There we go. He's the blue shell, except that he's got an evil grin. We'll actually give him the smile. He's up to no good. He's also got a butt chin now. We'll give him the jawline as well. Ooh, yeah. He's a looks maxer now. He's clavicular, dude. Oh, the time just went out. I was like, no way. With a Leaf VTuber / programmer making a free-to-use program that creates and rigs a VTuber for you in 30 minutes, basically making it so everyone can be a VTuber without needing any money to start. Hey, okay, there's already programs out there like that combating this though, so that's good. Never mind. You just gotta point people in that direction, yeah? Probably really close. We'll find out. Here we go. What does Turtackle look like? What? I don't remember his body hanging below him that much. Is that his arms? Maybe they're not arms. These. What the heck is that? Turtackle. Dude, I feel like I used Turtackle once. Okay, I see why I'm thinking that it's his arms. I added way too many spikes. It's like coming from the back of they technically are arms, but they're coming from like underneath and like behind the head. He's got his he's got a tail too. Interesting. Let me see if I can like scoot this over where this is showing. Wait. It would be, I don't know if you can see it, but yeah. Oh, you saw his little legs. Damn it, why is the thing doing all that? Alright, yeah. But you're real excited to draw Hangyu. He's got tail, right? He's got 2 big tails. No, he's got 2 big arms. Hey, honestly, I'm more excited to draw Hangyu than probably some of these other ones I've already drawn. The Swees were lame. Alright, it's who's Leaf though? Is Leaf with Leaf a VTuber? Oh, okay, you explained it. I thought it was just a program. I didn't read is a VTuber / programmer making a free to use program. Okay, that's cool. Guardian, that's huge actually. It's really cool to hear that there is somebody within the community who actually gives a damn about that and is making a difference. And of course, that's how it always goes. When people have found a way to scum people out of money, and then somebody goes and makes a stand against it and actually is doing it with genuine motives to just be a better person and be better for the community, you're going to get all the greedy people to dogpile on that person. They don't want that money being gone, you know? All are just mad since new VTubers rather have the program generate one for you to start. Yeah, I don't blame them either. Not with hearing how horrible it is. That's bogus. All right, next on the docket we have. I'm not doing the other variants because to tackle Terra, that's just going to be, you know, exactly the same thing. Oh, Hang Yu is next. I didn't think Hang Yu was next. Fuck, I don't remember what Hang Yu looks like except for a over-exaggerated Geodude, right? And I mean over-exaggerated. Why isn't this working? Ugh. Hold up. There you go. Hang you. Someone popped in, was it you maybe? I don't know. Somebody popped in one of my streams and they're like, hey, you got to read the dex entry. And I read it and I was like, what the heck? Yeah, ripping people's flesh from their bones and then ripping people's, scalping people. All forms of punishment and torture. That's crazy. Great entries into the PAL decks, though. The good artists will still get requests. The rest... Yeah, honestly, Death Guardian, like you said with Gabe, exactly his statement. If somebody is able to make something that just works and melds really well with the community and it's free, people are going to flock there hard. Have you read the Menacing's entry? What the heck is a Menacing? I don't remember what that one is. Should I read it right now? I definitely haven't. Which one was Menacing, though? Oh, okay. The Scorpion. Okay. Let's see. Palworld entry. Paldex. Okay, the description reads, being made of pure energy, its insides are completely hollow. This pal crams still living prey into its hollow body, where it absorbs them. Hellish screams of pain can often be heard coming from inside the pal. Holy! No, I did not know that that's what that pal was doing. That's terrifying. They really went the extra mile with some of these descriptions. That's crazy. For actual VTubers who do it for a living, I say hire an artist. Yeah, and hire an artist not to, like, just to, yeah, do touch-ups and work with it, you know, do that whole aspect. Not to, I still don't think people who do it for a living should ever even get preyed upon as far as the rights. That's kind of still crazy, you know? For those that don't make money, yes, use the program. Absolutely. You got to use, honestly, use what you can at your disposal for your situations. Like, yeah, I understand a lot of people want to be genuine. They want to go the most decent route. But if you can find an advantage where you're finding an advantage, go for it. I totally agree. Just try to still be decent about it. Don't, you know, which there are assets and stuff like that available. Yeah, that's true too. Haters gonna hate though. Sometimes when things just succeed, I mean, I'm sure they were all pissed off about the burnt peanut, right? So what are they gonna do? It worked. Because being in the streaming landscape, you still got to have that personality. You still got to have something that people really attach to and meld with. So Marpy said, that's so cute. I don't know if I'm going insane, but I swear I saw someone who looks like you playing Palworld on TikTok. Yeah, it probably was me. I am multi-streaming. I mean, you saw me on TikTok. YouTube, Twitch, Kick, X, and TikTok. I multi-stream on all of them. And yeah, I've been playing Palworld since it's 1.0. It's the first time I ever played it. And I haven't put it down. So I figured, you know, take a little break. I'll probably still jump into some other games that are in my backlog. But I also wanted to get back into doing some art streams. And I figured, you know, it'd be a fun one to draw the pals from memory. The Palworld session getting to all of us. Yeah, dude. You see the stream numbers on that have been insane. They almost hit back up to 1 million too. Good for them. Yeah, that's a lot of sites. Yeah, I went in. I know a lot of people are like, well, why does it matter? I mean, if I could set it up, I'm not gonna, you know, I don't mind. I don't mind setting it up. I like if I can run it and I'm having little to no issues with multi-streaming, I'd like to do that. I like to do it for anybody that's watching where they're at. Because the other thing I don't like when I do watch streamers that multi-stream, they're like, oh, well, you got to go to Twitch only. Yeah, go to Twitch. They'll funnel people just straight. I know that's probably a good system to funnel a lot of people into the preferred platform you're on. But I'd still, like, I'm not telling people on TikTok they need to come over here. I'm not telling them, you know, I like the multi-streaming aspect for people who do just watch and, like, be able to watch things without or on the preferred platform. Watch it where you want to watch it. Don't watch it because I'm telling you you need to go here, or you're only going to get this experience here. You know, I'm trying to make it on all of them, so there are some assets I have that are more, like, I made a YouTube partner, so I have memberships on YouTube. I'm not going to tell you need to go over there. It's absolutely awesome if you want to support the channel. I have the Nesme, if you're seeing it on the screen, that's the whole thing. If you get a YouTube membership, which is basically the same as a Twitch sub. I haven't done Twitch subs, and I've leaned away from it because I didn't go into it, because at first they initially had weird rules when it came to multi-streaming. They've kind of eased up on it, but they're still, like, really big on not wanting you to have multiple streams on chat, like multiple chats on stream, other way around. And I kind of like having the multiple chats on stream. See who's talking from where. I don't have X's or Kicks because I barely get people on those platforms, although X is really, they've updated some things. You can tell they're trying to get into the streaming biz, which is good. If I ever got more active chats on those platforms, I'd definitely be adding them to the stream. I think it's cool. But I want people to watch it where they're wanting to watch it. I'm not going to tell them they need to do anything. Just watch how you want to watch it, and I just appreciate anybody that does come through, comment, like. Any support is always really cool and awesome, so I do genuinely like it. But I do generally hope I also make it, so who knows. Cheers to this endeavor. As foolish as it may sound to some people, I am digging it. I think it's a good way to connect with people and be just genuine. I think we're losing a lot of genuinality when it comes to the streaming life. Too many people give on that fake persona, and they give you the whole spiels of, no, you need to come here, you need to do this and that. I'm not telling you what you got to do. I want you to do and carry out however you want to do. Unk's gonna make it. I appreciate it. I'll take it. I'm a father of 3, so Unk all you want. That title, I guess, is the minute I had my children, it was dawned on me. But I appreciate it. Trying to get that drive, trying to make sure I keep that positive mindset, that good energy. Sometimes it can be hard to keep. I know drawing streams can be a little subpar. I can lose the track. I can start yapping. But with that being said, let me quickly hit Hang You right here. I'm going to get him on the money. I'm going to be able to draw him perfectly. All right. Hang You. Tiny little body, right? Because it's got these colossal arms. I want to say it has, like, maybe a hair flick. I don't remember. It's got beady eyes. Little beady eyes. If it has a mouth, it's probably tiny like that. And these arms are just huge. I'm just going to give him really overly exaggerated hands, even though he probably just has mittens. I'm assuming his hands look more something like this. Maybe. But I'm going to give him the straight up fists. Like, this dude, the way he's described, deserves to maybe just rock 3 fingers, but still a fist. There we I feel like that's kind of... Dang it, I could do better. Something like... Yeah, there you go, you know? Give him some really big forearms, right? He's got the Popeye the Sailor Man's. Ooh. There we go. It's one arm, and I got 20 seconds to get the other one. That's what I get for screwing around. Oh. There you go. Hang you. I'm going to erase these parts right here. He's fully connected now. He's a menace to society. Here, we can also erase this part right there. Boom. He's just like a little of that. Boom. Did I get it on the money? Dear God, he's going to be able to crush heads easily with those hands, dude. For real. You know, I was going to add eyebrows, but I don't think he's got eyebrows. Let's see. Does he have eyebrows? He doesn't, but he is rocking a mean piece of hair on the top of his head. He's got a little, like, little cat mouth. Nah, I gotta see the whole thing, because I want to see. Kind of mad how I've been doing that. Oh, he's got fingers. He's got 3 fingers, huh? Hold up. Yeah, he's got 3 fingers. They are not human-like at all, though. What the heck? Hold up. Let me see if I can show you the finger. There's the hand with the fingers. There they are. He's got, yeah, exactly. He's got exactly that mouth. Yep. Menacing. Hey, the eyes, though, the mouth, you know, he does have legs. Weird. You know, I wasn't expecting the legs. Honestly, I thought the thing just floated and just was a menace to society. But he is a menace to society with 2 little nubs for legs. So be it. All right. What the? Oh, actually, I paused that. I can let that play. Then, what's next? We're not doing the Chris and says, "Ooh, I need to stop this so I don't see what the next one is." Next one is Woolly Pop. This is the cotton candy sheep. I think it is. I just read Killamari's entry in the Palpedia Dex. Dear God. There's another one I gotta read. Hold up. Whoa. Didn't mean for that to happen. I should start reading a lot more of those. I read the Lustful Lizard one. I forgot her name. Or its name. It was like, oh, always looking for love, but it started looking for humans. Let's see. Killamari's Pal Dex entry. It functions as a living glider that lets you float for long periods. Its lore entry describes a gruesome habit of wrapping around an enemy's head to suck out their insides. What the? I don't know if that was the entry, if that's just what somebody, like, summarized it as. Wait. You know what? This is you've helped me out, Marpy. Is that how you say your name, Marpy? Or Marp? You helped me out with my oh. I don't know if this picture is fabricated or not. Somebody said they looked underneath a Killamari, and it is absolutely terrifying. It has a ton of teeth, if this is not true. The E is silent, so it's Marp. Okay. You helped me out. I got an idea for, like, a short. I could draw these things out. Maybe. A little bit. But for some art shorts and TikToks, maybe do a quick sketch of what that would look like. As PG-13 as I can get away with, apparently, you know? All right, that's not Woolly Pop. That's Woolly Pop your face off. Now we got to do Woolly Pop, the cotton candy shape. All right. Once again, I kind of feel like I've been defaulting to this type of face for a lot. Whoops, not like that. But I feel like this is exactly kind of more or less what this thing looks like, except for it has like a little swirly pop on its head. It's a little sheep. Maybe it's got little sideburns, I think, right? That seems right. And then it's just got a little fluffy body with like swirls. It's a swirly candy or cotton candy thing with little legs. I'm not even going to put a full-on attempt to this thing. I think that's exactly what it looks like. I didn't miss. This is exactly what Woolly Pop looks like. That it's licking. No. No, I'll just get rid of the boom. Woolly Pop in the flesh. Or in the candy. At this point, the furry and anime community looking more tame than the arc. Dude, for real, with what you just explained to me, Death Guardian, I'm surprised it's as crazy as it is. I didn't know there was like you just explained to me there was a whole on community war through that, you know? There's a whole on battlefield. Didn't even know this fight was going on. Woolly Pop's entry, probably something horrifying, right? It forces people to lick its wool that fills their bellies until they can't move, and then it feasts on them or something, right? Also, the image isn't fabricated, that it is what it looks like underneath. Woolly Pop's immortal. What? Is that the entry? All right, we're taking a look. Ba-boom! Oh, the picture wasn't... Oh, for the Calamari, that's the teeth were real. That's terrifying. Yeah, I nailed it. I forgot the horns. I forgot I even had horns, but those horns blend so much into the hair. You know what? I'm not mad about that. There's some of these pals I'm like A-okay with practically skipping, but I feel like I should at least do, you know, draw it to be true to what I'm trying to do here. That was entry number 39. Dude, we got a lot of them. What's the next one? That's not Woolly Pop Terra. The next one looks to be Mozzarina. It's the big old cow. Also, worrying about artists if they have every single flag on their pole. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, why were you vetting artists like that? It's kind of nuts, right? I don't care how long it takes. I shall wait for Sekhmet. Or yeah, I feel you. Sekhmet or Sekhmet. You know, I'll do that one before signing off, because I don't think I'll be able to do this all in one night. I'm only on number, what am I at, 39? There's like 200. Yeah, I still putting the 2-minute timer. I did get kind of carried away in the other conversation, but I'm okay with that. I still underestimated how long this would take me. Maybe I should shorten it to a minute and just see where I can go and just start firing away, you know? Next one. I don't know. Yeah, I feel you, Guardian. Yeah. Sometimes people just, yeah, it's nuts. All right. Mozzarina, 2 minutes on the clock. Pick up struggle. Oh. I agreed. This is what the cow looks like. The cow goes moo. It's probably it's like if Snorlax was 10 times bigger in weight and in the face. Maybe it's not teeth like that, but teeth like this. We'll do one on each side just to play it safe. And then it's just a cow. It goes moo. It's got a tongue like that. I know it's got the closed eyes. It's got probably little tiny horns. Boom, boom. Some cow spots and a tail. Boom. This one would be one I'd probably be cool to skip. Looks like a tasty burger. That's, yeah, they all are. I do feel for some that have been like more or less coaxed into that. I feel like there's been a lot of push in, well, I know there's been a lot of push to stuff like that. It's kind of messed up. Very messed up. Let's see what he looks like. Reveal! Oh yeah, I didn't stop the timer. I was just going to finish it early. Okay, so it's 2 vampire teeth. The eyes are more of like a scoop. The horn's a lot bigger than I was giving this thing credit for. And I didn't give an udder. Does this actually have an udder? Utterly unbelievable. Mazzarina. It do have an udder. I never even paid attention to that. Okay. Yeah, mine, I think I leaned in. Those eyes really sold me the Snorlax. So I kind of leaned more so into that Snorlax vibe. Whoops. I got carried away. All right. Don't matter, because we weren't... yeah. I feel like I was more excited to get to like some of these other pals that were like cooler designs. Oh, the good old Azarobe. Is it Azarobe or Azarobi? Azarobi? Maybe Azarobi? This one will always be a very cool design. Ah! Didn't mean to do that. Where do we go? Not Kelpsy. Not Sparkit. Azarobi, because it so clearly is what all the fans wanted Dragonair to look like, right? I like Cognito's rivalry with Nightwing. Does it actually have? I did not know they had a rivalry. Something's completely different now. Wait, what? What we wanted Dragonite to... Yeah. Well, I was meaning as what we wanted Dragonair to turn into. But yeah. Basically the same thing. What we wanted Dragonite to be. Yeah, same. I suppose I should have said it better. Can people here in 2026 please stop using their birthday as their passwords? I'm just joking. No, that is crazy. All right. Boom. We have cool serpent snake-like body that was abandoned, that should have never been abandoned. Does it have the balls on the tail? I don't even know. I'm just going to make Dragonair. It's got the laser beam tail. I know it's got like an infinity sign. That was a fucking not an infinity sign, I'll tell you what. Why am I doing that? I'm losing my mind. It's got something like this across its whole body. It's like a ribbon, actually, if anything. And then it's got... Does it have like a nose? I feel like it does, but it also does have like the majestic ass hair. Dragonair, but fancy. Yeah, exactly. Oops. Yeah, I feel like I got it. To a degree. Yeah. Also, password 123 gets used way too often. Yeah, we need more passwords 4321. Is that Primarina? Oh wait, Primarina fused with Dragonair. Primarina. Who's Primarina? Am I tripping? Hold up. Got hired once to test the company security. Oh, no way. And all the passwords like password 123 or 1234. Kind of crazy. They had that password and I was like and I was in 2 minutes. That's crazy. For the company? I don't think I've ever used password 1234 in my life. All right, let's take a look and see what this thing looks like. You know what? Oh, you know what? Were you saying a Pomeranian? Yeah, I think I made it look too docile. I made it too dog-like up top. Also, I didn't give it like little hair follicle thingies that coming down, or if those are ears. Definitely looks cooler than mine. I did not do good on that one. Well, mine looks alright. I don't hate it. I could just wipe the entire database right there and then... Looks like you guys need security help. Like, that's what we hired you here for. And it looks like you'll have to continuously hire me to get everything back online. Yeah. All right, next one. Spark it up. This one reminds me if Electabuzz was in Pikachu's body. So we're gonna go with that mindset with making this one, and we'll see what happens. Start the timer. Let's go. That was weird. All right. What the? Got little ears. He's got a little scruff. He's got a little wider of a face. Ooh, that's too wide. Wrong button too. He's got some oof. He's got some oof. He's got some scruff. Got a little nose. He got little daring eyes. He's like, I'm gonna be the hero. I know it's got a tail that kind of comes out like this and then does have the Thunderbolt. Ooh, that's not a Thunderbolt. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of half-assed, but whatever. Something like that. Beep. Beep. All right. Feel like that's good. If I somehow miss this, I'm gonna be like, what? Oh, he's got big old shock whiskers. They can make his body too big or his arms too big. That's crazy. Insert the headline of Crunchyroll having their database hacked for the 3rd time. Damn, right? 250,000 users. Credit card info was now public info. Yeah. That whole spiel, right? How many times have we heard that? Oh, dude, he's not furry at all. He's got cones on the head. He's got like no fur up top aside from his shocking bolt whiskers. I don't know why I thought he was furry. I thought he was a little fuzzball. All right. Well, Marp, I hope you're still here. Because I'm going to call it for tonight. However, I'm going to still do Sekhmet for you. All right? Because I didn't get there tonight. I'm still going to do it. I'm just gonna scroll down there and see where the heck. I know it's like one something. I think it's in the hundreds at least. I'm looking for the name. Looking for the name. Looking for the name. Shoot. Unless you know what number Sekhmet's at. And I'll still do it legitly when I eventually get around to it. I'll still stick with this. I want to do this whole thing. I might shorten it to a minute and just start steamrolling these things, but just doing it. Maybe I should just stick to trying to do their faces, since that's the only thing I can get revealed on this. Maybe. We'll see. I passed it up, though. Wait. Did I... Nope. We're good. There we are. Sekhmet. Sekhmet. Now, this one, I'm probably not gonna... I'm not gonna do the 2 minutes. I'm just gonna draw it for fun. Oh, whoops. I'm sorry. Twitch or TikTok. They've been seeing that green line all on there the whole time. That's crazy. All right. Oh, here we go. Crunchyroll now got banned in Japan. The Heart of Anna. Wait, what? Did it actually? I feel like I haven't heard about that. All right. Yeah, I don't know. Sekhmet. Ground type. I always forget that it's ground, but I'm just so used to just seeing the everyone go crazy for this, pal, you know? Sekhmet. Ground. All right. Let's do my best here. I'm going to start off with, I know she's got bangs. She rocks like bangs kind of like that. They kind of help shape her eyes, right? I feel like it's making her look angry. Does it ever come up like that? Maybe. And the ears, are they like this? Maybe that's what I'm messing up over here. Yeah, I feel like I have something off with the face. I'm missing something or overdoing something for sure. I know it's got like these things around the sleeve. Oh, I can't get hands right. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna like shrink it down in size in order to get the rest of the body. Boop. Segment's got some thick thighs. Not that I'm looking or noticing. I think she's got a tail. I'm pretty sure. If she does, it's maybe a smaller tail. I honestly don't remember. I know she's got like a little dress thing going on. Maybe there's like some... Yeah, I think there's something like that. I think this goes like this. Something like that. There you go. For those who were excited and couldn't wait. Let's see what it looks like. I'm off. Yeah. There's like some neck bands. What else? The eyes themselves come over the hair. It's got something like this. Actually, not bad to fix it though. Like, I think these little subtle changes really add a lot to fixing it. I was right about the hair thing though. That's nice. But the hair, oh damn, the ears themselves are like a lot bigger. And it comes down over here. Something like that. And it kind of like flakes, or the way the hair kind of like has sections of coming across the face. That actually looks a lot better. And then it's more of a V coming down straight up into that. And it's a little nose, very tiny. There we go. I mean, that's a lot better already just in the face. I'm sure if I saw the rest of the body, I'd be able to make the changes I need. It does seem like it's more so like this, though. It plays into it being like a dress more than I thought it would. Yeah. Whoop, whoop. And the eyes, that's also pretty important too. Oops, they have like this. And the under part. Boom, boom, boom. Right on. That one I just wanted to do before signing off. It was asked, and I was like, you know what? I'll do it. I could do a way better one if I had the time and actually took time to do all this, but I needed a speed run with some art. I needed to kind of push myself. It's been sitting too long just playing games. I needed to kind of like, I miss working into some of my art. Working with some of my art, getting in there again. The Queen, yeah, I did it just for, I didn't actually make it all the way to 100 I think it was all the way at like 38 or something. The dancer, yeah. And then I didn't do a good job, so I looked at it and made the changes because I'm signing off for the night. So I wanted to make those little changes to it. Figured to give people what they wanted. I don't know if I'll be doing this again tomorrow, right immediately next, but I do plan on, you know, I might just finish this off. I might not do it 2 minutes. I might try to blitz it. I'll be on stream and on live on time. And I'll blitz it. I might cut it down from being 2 minutes to 1 minute so I can get through them all and do my best to not get distracted, but also still engage with everybody. It was nice chatting with you, Death Guardian. It was nice chatting with you, Marp. Hope to hear from you guys more. If not, that's cool. I understand everyone's got some stuff they want to watch. I'm not going to tell you need to stay, but I'd always appreciated. But it's Neswick on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, X, and TikTok. Feel free to like, follow, share, support wherever you're watching. You don't have to leave your preferred platform. But if you wanted to leave and give a share, like, and follow to the other platforms, it's greatly appreciated. Any further support with YouTube memberships would be also insanely appreciated. And you get a Nesme, which is pretty cool. Your digital pal, the digital loyalty character that gets accessories by month, every single month added onto their character. It's a unique character specifically made for you by the means of randomization. No two Nesmes are alike, but all Nesmes are appreciated. With that being said, I am going to sign out for the night. It's really late. I started the stream late. I apologize. We'll pick up, not at Sekhmet. We'll go back to where we were last time. I forgot which pal that was. We were in the 30-something. I think we just got to 40, possibly. But I think I might move the stipulation from 2 minutes to 1. And really just fire him off while trying to capture the essences. We ended on Spark It. The next one would be Kelpsy. With that being said, guys, I'm going to be dipping out of here for the night. I truly appreciate anyone that took their time to hang out and jump in the chat, watch a little bit of the stream. I'll do better to find some ways and more fun ways to get everybody engaged a little more in this endeavor. Yeah, I'll have to think on that. With that being said, guys, I truly appreciate you all. Keep being amazing. Keep being awesome. Keep catching them W's. I will catch you guys all tomorrow night. Peace out.